Almost. And we're live.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah! Saturday morning, night, evening. Sunday, very early morning.
Dude. Wait, how many followers? I keep thinking we have like 400 followers on Twitch.
817.
That's more than I thought we had. That's terrifying.
We usually, with every stream we do, we get like 1 or 2. So, yeah.
We just gotta do 800 more streams, and then we can...
Oh. Hey, everyone. It is time for some pre-shows. Check it out.
Oh. Queen Elizabeth. It's John Noble. He's getting funky.
That's right. Man, there was something
Queen Denethor himself.
It's always John Noble now. It's not
It's not Queen Elizabeth.
No.
Or Denethor.
Yeah.
Or Walter Bishop.
Yeah, man, you gotta quit drinking beer now. You actually gotta start drinking alcohol. That is a thing, man. We just got done with the pre super shows. We did some video for our executive producers. That's a thing hopefully we'll be rolling in and out on a more regular basis. Jordan won a laptop.
Oh no, I'm turning into Pedro. I knew I should have gotten that bite checked.
Rawr.
Yeah, just cut the limb off, man. It's just like, no.
Just amputate it.
Yeah.
It's spreading.
That's when you talk to the surrounding people, like, when I start to turn, just, you know.
Yeah. I've had that conversation with folks, like...
Okay, hang on. Everyone, what is Scott trying to communicate to us? This is going to be a group effort.
What is this?
I think it's a
video
hover
camera.
A hover camera on... It's like, oh, it's flappy camera.
Seeing it up close, it's a
looked like
little
a
camcorder.
bomb flying over a little stool.
If you kind of like, it kind of looks like a space marine a little bit. If like the little gray bit at the bottom is like the mouthpiece.
Oh, and it's got like the scouter.
Yeah, right.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I apologize to everyone. I'll go back and watch the video for the audio listeners. It could be the camera icon from Discord.
I love how Dominic Cummings has basically become carte blanche for everyone to fuck up in the UK. It's like whenever something bad happens, it's like, well, if Dominic Cummings can do it.
Here's what I wonder. This goes out to any government. Show me one example in the history of, I don't know, ever, of internet porn filtering working.
Well, didn't Pornhub like come to the state government of Utah's like, yo, we got the statistics from your usage, and you're actually higher than the rest of the country. So are you sure you want to do this? Also, oddly enough, you have higher searches for gay porn here than anywhere else. Not judging, just food for thought.
Yeah. I gotta put this thing up. I still have my Allen Wrench Phillips.
There's a street near where I used to live called Cummer Avenue, and then a little bit east of that, there's Old Cummer.
Okay. Oh, what? There's a good subreddit. They knew it was something like that. Just stuff like that. And you're like, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they totally fucking knew what they were doing.
Yeah. It's very clear that you could see like someone of our ilk was involved in the design or packaging of a lot of products. You're like, yeah, you got that through. Good job. All right, we're going to pay attention to the clock. That means we have 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Woo! Time to get high.
Be idle.
Whoop.
You're not Winter Cell, Pedro. You don't get to go whoop 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 whoop.
No, I am most lacking the ability to win at multiplayer video games. Because whenever she's on, it's like, we lose. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I mean,
Alan. That's that family, man. I mean, they don't show up to play a game. They show up to win.
right.
I don't know, man. Is anyone like that? I guess that's one of the reasons I don't really get mad at games. Like if I was going to get mad, it would be against the stripper pole. But I'm not mad. I'm like, I guess I'll try again. That doesn't trigger in my brain chemistry.
Well, la-di-da, Mr. Functional Brain.
That's not very functional. I don't think that's the appropriate response. People are supposed to like, oh, angry gets shit done. And I'm like, you know what? I need to get better.
I don't think the appropriate response to having to redo boss fight for the umpteenth time is smash face into wall.
Yeah, you're definitely not the Dark Souls target audience.
No. Yeah. I'm going to say smash face. That's probably not something that's readily admitted to.
Maybe.
Yeah, no,
I know
Dark Souls 2
it
was
is kind
actually
of
the
brilliant
one
because Scott does show up to win, and he doesn't.
Well,
the three yahoos talking shit to each other, trying to coordinate what corner of the map they're in the wrong place.
Right. I think the deal with Scott though is Scott v. Alan is I think with Alan that's part of his charm. With Scott we're just like, nah, we already have one of these guys. You're gonna lose.
So you're saying Scott is Canadian Alan?
What I'm saying is that if Scott came here before Alan, we'd be doing what we do to Scott to Alan, but vice versa. It's just a matter of first come first serve.
Oh. It's like, we only have enough affection for one.
Yes.
And by affection, I mean, like, ganging up on.
Defection.
It's love. Lack of Linux Neuro. Lack of. Man, I Leroy Jenkins something this week. I was going to tell everyone about it. It ended naturally that well. I was like, oh, that wasn't a good strategy. It wasn't.
At least I have chicken. Oh no, you can't have chicken.
No.
Vegan chicken.
Man, quit shaping stuff as meat, man. Just let it go. Or,
No.
You know what? Go buy some chicken.
To be fair, I tried the Impossible Whopper when I was in Portugal.
Okay.
Impossible.
And
Impossible.
it doesn't taste like the regular Whopper at all. It's not bad, and it could be, mistaken for meat, but it is different, but it's not bad.
I want the 3D printed
I
meat.
didn't hate it.
I want constructed meat.
I don't know, man. I want like the lab grown meat because I want to see if they can figure out how to like grow like suffering into it.
They're already suffering, then it's too late.
How? I mean, if your objection to like eating meat and stuff like that is like, I don't want to hurt animals. I'm like, okay, well, that didn't hurt any animals. It was cultured. Have it.
Yeah.
Here's a steak. Nom, nom, nom. But then, what?
I'm not hiding. It's just that Twitch has a bit of a policy about, people wearing shirts.
Yeah.
But that only seems to apply to the smaller channels.
My titties are coming back. I got an email from my gym saying they're going to start opening up and staggering.
Okay.
In the next 2 weeks.
I thought you had some very advanced email alerts.
I do. They go boop, 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 boop.
All right.
And that's it. They don't contain any messages. They just go boop 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 boop. I gotta start bench pressing again. My titties are coming back, and I don't like it.
I've
gone up a cup size.
I'm a little sore, man. You just like picking up computer cases. Anytime you have to get under and do that, you just know it. You're like, you're lifting and using muscles is like going bowling, man. Like today, it's like, why am I? I was like, oh right. I was crawling under desk. That's it.
I had to move an air conditioner around.
Like a 30-kilo box full of equipment at work, and even lifting with my knees. And as I get up, I hear in my knees. It's like, oh, hello.
My regular knee. I'm snap crackle up in the morning. I think more with the computer stuff is trying to be very gentle. You know, the extra, like setting the case down to not jostle anything. That.
It's just a picking it up, and as soon as I straighten out my knees, it's like, hello.
Also, Corsair, I know the 750, you're not supposed to pick it up, but that slim little sliver in the front. But
I've done that anyways. Yeah,
it holds. It's holding so far, man. I think about it every time.
It holds until it doesn't.
Yeah, I know it's going to give way. It'll be catastrophic and just out of my own pocket. I'm like, well, got to replace that. Probably a lot of stuff inside, but
yeah.
There's no other way of getting to pulling it out.
Yeah.
All right.
I had to move an air conditioner around. That was my heavy lifting this week. Also car pushes, but those are getting kind of boring.
Car pushes? No. Well, what was it? Thursday, I did the rotors on Turbojet. I pulled them and had them turned. That rear passenger side, man, I got it. Like, I was scared I was going to pull it off the jack stands. Forever, it's just wobbling. So, we got it off.
Yeah, no, my weight carrying this week was 8 Dell laptops up the stairs, and then 2 trips of other 8 down the stairs to send them to people.
Also, shout out to the Pep Boys, your self-bleed brake kit. I'm going to take that. It's a good piece of kit, and it's cheap.
How much blood does it require?
It's a lot less frustrating than having to like, hey, could you come over? What? I just need you to sit in the passenger seat and push the brake pedal down. Like, you would think people would be incapable of fucking that up. You would also be horribly, horribly wrong. All right.
If there is a chance someone will fuck it up, they will fuck it up.
Dude. All right, let's see. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. That shot. The main shot. All right. 4 shot. Also, here's something I learned about the Stream Deck, because I was like, you know what? There has to be a teardown of this thing. It's just one screen.
That's one way to save money.
One LCD panel that's powered. It's a little miniature USB 2 monitor. And I'm like, really? Okay. That's genuinely like, that costs $30 for the entire. Like, man.
But it's popular with the YouTubers.
I'm just saying, well
it's hip
done.
with the kids. Hello, fellow youths.
Yes. Hello, fellow children. Oh, you thought you were watching a game show. On my hip. All right.
Let's cut the fan off.
I thought you were going to say, let's cut this shit. And I'm like, it's too late for that.
Well, I'm going to cut the cheese.
What are you talking about? I'm just getting started with the shit.
Just getting more done.
we gotta. It's a good thing toilet paper's back in stock. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble.
Oh man, those were some amazing 2 weeks. It's like, oh, baby wipes. I can, unashamedly use baby wipes to wipe my ass.
go
Like,
back.
nice.
See, I used to be like you, but I also get the swamp ass. The baby wipes don't
baby
help
wipes
with
are
that.
great for that because it just wipes everything away, so it delays the swamp ass onset.
No,
nice.
but you see what it does is it leaves your ass kind of moist, and then it just seeps up your butt, and more poo comes out.
Don't you use the sawdust?
No, I use the cat litter.
Fiber.
Sand.
All right, let's do this.
Sand.
Ladies and gentlemen, return your adults to their upright position. We are about to start recording on the Steam segment for Linux GameCast Weekly, episode 406. 1, 2, and 3. That's locked. Go, baby, go. And recording. Don't crash on me now, OBS.
It's our door that does it.
Yeah.
You attempted it now.
And welcome back to another Linux GameCast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. Everyone, how's it going? We got a little spring in our step. Some people are getting outside. Oh, sunlight. It's terrible. It's dangerous. It's frightening. Anyway, speaking of frightening, I'm Old Man Vin Stone here at LGC Actual in beautiful downtown Athens, Georgia, switching the bits, bringing all this lovely Linux field nonsense to you, using nothing but pure penguin sauce. That man up north, he is brilliant. He is the keeper of Toronto, one Jordan Svang. He has amazingly managed to take an entire wall of sound dampening and still have it misaligned. Somehow, to our amazement, we are not worthy. And the man down there next to Cage himself, on Island, Britannia, one Pedro, Mateus, the three-eyed Cage.
Kiss it.
And together with
with
you
your
at
tongue.
home, watching us live. Shot Rum Dynamic, helping us form. You know it, you love it. Cocaine Voltron. All right. People, what's up? What's new? I got a little game before we get started that I like to play. How much does it cost to ship a parcel from one side of the United States of the Americas to the other insured? Now, we played this game.
It was less than I thought.
Okay, this
Yeah.
genuinely surprised me because I have got an RMA ticket from Blackmagic. There's an old saying that I guess I finally learned about buying Blackmagic hardware. It's great, just make sure you buy two. So, after a month of playing around and like going through the RMA process in Europe, that was interesting till they realized, like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, wait a minute, what? I got that packaged up. Went to the UPS store and was like, give me $600 for the insurance. Ship this in, like, eventually whenever it gets there. You know, I have the backup encoders. I'm going to put those in. I was kind of shocked. Now, Jordan, you said what? 90?
So I
said
assumed
90.
you.
Oh, Pedro said 90 pounds. Okay.
So usually at least in Canada, it's usually like $10 per $100 worth of insurance, right? And you give me the amount of insurance. So I figured at least that. So I said 150 because I don't know how big the package is, and I don't know what freight class. Okay, then yeah, I would have revised my original guess to something like 70 or something.
Weighs about as much as a PS4 controller.
Is it a PS4 controller?
Oh, it better not be. It better not be when it gets there. I'll be very upset. Pedro said 90 pounds. They shipped it. They did all the things. They packaged it. It was like $58, which was still. It's like, you know, if I spent 30 seconds and got online, I could probably get like an aeroplane ticket for 125 round trip at this point.
This is one of those scenarios where it's cheaper to go to fly from Australia to the US, buy the thing and fly back than actually buying it in their native place. So.
Anyway, the UPS humans were wonderful. They did the thing, and I'm like, oh, make sure. I emailed them back. I'm like, RMA. I'm like, no, we read the thing. We got it. Cool. I'm like, extra cool. So, what's new with you, Jordan? When you're not pushing cars and lifting air conditioner, why were you lifting an air conditioner?
I had to install an air conditioner in someone's apartment.
Like a window. What?
No, one of the floor units, but I had to transport it from like one house to another. Up a couple flights of stairs. And,
they didn't have a freight elevator.
So okay, so here's the bullshit about that, because the freight elevator is on the opposite side of a very long building to where this person's unit is. So
okay, hang on. We got to put the qualifier in, with or without wheels.
No wheels.
Okay. And
no,
I'm
no
assuming
wheels.
no one has a hand truck.
No.
Okay.
It's not the first time I've done it. Once upon a time, though, there was a brick inside the box.
Yes.
Fortunately, there was looming dread up until I brought out the X-Acto knife and opened up that box. I'm like, is there? Okay, good. Thank Christ. No bricks.
I hate that happened to you, but I love that I legitimately know somebody that's got a.
It scarred me for life. For life.
Well, to this day, if I get something like remotely that size or something, because you would never think I would check it in store because of that. And I think
right,
yeah.
exactly, and that's what they're preying on is like you throw a couple cinder blocks in there. Yeah, that's about the approximate weight I'd expect this thing to be. Sure, yeah.
And I guarantee you, even though it's from Amazon, anything over like $120 that I get, I have a camera that is just on a tripod. I'm like, boop, just in case it's whatever. I don't. But Amazon's like, whatever. We don't care. Just ship it back. We'll send you another one. Pedro, what's new with your sweetness?
Well, this week I was very irresponsible when it came to money because I was on eBay, yeah. I was on eBay and I found the Dark Souls 2, like the original one without Scholar of the First Sin, the collector's edition that comes with the big honkin' statue. It's about 30 centimeters or a foot if you're watching this in black and white. But yeah, it's...
Do you think we could get Aqua to redo Barbie Girl to like Dark Souls Girl?
I'm a Dark Souls girl in a Dark Souls world, dodge and rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that one was just a good find because it was the complete collector's edition and the codes were still, usable for
and you
£20.
used the code destroying the value of the kit.
I did. I also scrapped the box, like the big complete box that it came in because
Pedro, you should have filmed that so we could have posted it. We would have gotten some.
No.
All I wanted was what is now in the little aluminium box, which is the original version of the game without the DLC.
Hang on. He just glossed over something. Say aluminium again.
Aluminium?
Aluminum. No,
I mean, it was pronounced aluminium in the thing. They had the I after the end, so...
No, I'm giving you credit for saying it correctly.
What I care about is, do you have an order coming for the Dark Souls 3 Collector's Edition so that you can have the two little Dark Souls men and make them kiss?
Oh.
If I can find another one, if I can find that one for £20, yeah, absolutely.
You know what?
But
Dark Souls figurines kissing might be too hot for us, but they're definitely not too hot for the horse.
I mean, nothing is at this point, considering it's a melted blob of plasma and whatever the fuck this is. It's the Steam update of the week. We got a client update now for the Steam beta. It's a fairly minor one, but it should provide some sort of assistance somewhere. If you scroll down, you can see that they added support for merging Nvidia per thread cache files after processing new Vulkan pipelines after a game fixes. Yes. So now, apparently in the background, they're going to cordon about a quarter of your logical CPUs and use that to compile and merge Vulkan shader pipelines and cache them. So that might help with Proton load times, question mark. We'll see how much. I mean, it's nice to have the cache there, but how much of a difference will it actually make?
I got to say this, man. Earlier this week, you might have noticed it if you were on the beta. Steam client, maybe Pedro, you were like me, like, what's this Vulkan thing? That it was this little
every
window.
Single time I start Code Vein.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, and I'd like to also point out that The Empire Strikes Ass followed us on Twitch, which was amazing.
That's nice.
But no, I saw that window, and every single time I've started Code Vein or Fallout 4 lately, it's like, that wasn't there before. Well, what's happening? And then this fix comes out, and it's like, oh, that's what's happening. All right. Okay.
Well, I kind of knew it was the thing because I went investigating, just like, let's go to, and then like, oh, we can now render the Vulkan shaders in the background. I'm like, oh, that's neat. Okay.
It's just when you start the game and it's in the middle of doing that in the background that you see the window. It's like, oh, all right.
So I immediately opened up Left 4 Dead. Like, no, you're still gonna.
No.
Well, Proton load times, Vulkan load times, not so much the open goal.
All right.
No.
We get it, bro. You
all right. Yes. So, if you're a Steam developer and you want to make your game accessible in NVIDIA's GeForce Now, well, Valve
What if I want it
has a bit of-
accessible in GeForce later?
What about
you have
GeForce
to wait
soon?
a little bit.
What, I'm just saying, man.
Then you have to wait a bit less.
Mail
But when will then be now?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. In any case, Valve has made it very easy if you're a Steam developer to make sure that you can effectively license your game for people to play it via Nvidia's GeForce Now. And this isn't available for players just yet, but it will be in the future. And basically what it will let you do is if you install the Steam client, you'll be able to, say, launch all those cloud-enabled games that you have, if you have them installed, or if you have them in your account and they are enabled for you to play them via a cloud client, they will. But yeah, right now it's just for developers, hence why it comes from the Steam Games Partner website.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So,
I'm looking
yeah,
at that. I'm thinking, like, what do you think, Pedro? What do you think, Jordan? For like laying the groundwork, I get this. You know, this is going to be, like it or not, when we have laser 6 connections and our brain meets. This is game streaming. It makes sense. I mean, that's how it's going to be delivered. But that future, I'm thinking it's kind of a ways off. And, you know, personally, how about in the interim? I'm going to keep saying this every time you talk about this, Valve. It's like, give me that monthly rental. Let's do like digital Netflix used to be. Like, let me keep 2 games at a time for like $20 a month.
So, like, it seems like it could be a good idea, just allowing you to play your games on Steam all over the place. But there's a couple technical hurdles that I'm seeing here, technical and financial hurdles. Like, are they going to be doing some sort of save file sharing thing? That would be kind of neat. That would be an answer to like the people concerned about Stadia, saying like, well, what happens when your service shuts down? Do I at least get my save file? So if I want to play this game continually, I don't have to start the damn thing over again. And then that also begs the question, well, if they're doing it for GeForce Now, they're going to be introducing newer partners later, which might be Microsoft because they have their own game streaming stuff as well.
Yep.
Are they going to start like introducing different pricing tiers based on access type? And how can that be abused to fuck over the consumer? Because that's all my brain goes to.
Dude, we got to think about that though, because we've seen a bunch of developers. Nvidia's with their GeForce Now thing. Is that out publicly now? I know it was in like...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
This is not very popular.
a lot more popular with Stadia, maybe. But a lot of developers and publishers, they've been pulling stuff off. They're like, no, you can't have that on your service. Why not? You don't have to. We're not getting a cut. A cut of what? We're just letting people play the games they already. But give us money. For what? Money.
and that's kind of the problem here, is that basic give us money urge will transform what seems like a good idea on the tin into something like completely horrible, where like, oh, if you want to play the game remote, you have to get like the Turbo Fuck You Game of the Year edition that comes with all this DLC and cosmetic shit you don't want, and blah blah blah.
They are definitely going to take a
in the
stab
hands
at
of
that.
developers.
But you know,
It is
Valve
in the
made it
hands
a
of
point.
developers.
Man. Valve made it a point that developers will still be paid through traditional sales. Steam Cloud Play is simply going to let users, you know, just give you more options.
It's like that. It's like the the GOG integration with Steam, like where like periodically you can get DRM free copies of your Steam games on GOG, assuming that they're already DRM free. So if it's something just like that, I'm curious to see how Nvidia or Stadia or whoever is still going to be a partner with this actually intends to monetize it.
I don't think Valve, because Valve's monetizing it. Simply put like this, with Stadia was dead on arrival because Stadia walked out and like, yo, we need you to buy a game directly from us. This is going to be cheaper. No, it's not. It's going to be full retail. Okay, I can do that. And I got to pay for your service on top of that? Yes, you do. Okay, what happens? Can I move the game anywhere? No, you can't. What happens when you eventually kill it, Google? Like you do everything. You're fucked. Okay.
You can download your saves.
Good luck.
It's like,
good luck.
How about the money I spent
that.
on the game itself?
Okay,
Fuck you.
but, you know, give me an option to stream the games that I already own. Yeah, Valve's doing this because you think about it, if I have the option in addition to downloading and playing the games, but I have the option maybe, you know, couch, I want to play Steam in-house, or I want to play when I'm away from my collection, I'm probably going to favor Steam. Not like we got a lot of options here in Linux land, but I'm just saying if you do have options, probably going to end up buying it on Steam just for that extra little bit of icing.
So you say that, but like we've kind of seen gamers swallow it when it comes to the console space, where like online services for games that still run perfectly fine, content for games that still perfectly run fine on consoles get killed. You got to buy a new special edition. You don't get to keep your old save. Blah blah blah. So. It's not a huge leap what Google is doing, but yeah, it's a bit of a harder sell just because like you don't have.
It's a hard sell, especially with
you don't have
consoles.
the physical item. Yeah,
one of the big things with the consoles, the next generation, both of them, Microsoft and Sony, are like, "Yo, it's going to play your old stuff. Don't worry about it. We got you on this." That's a selling point.
It's probably because the hardware isn't different. It's basically like upgrading a PC.
Man, my Xbox has got x87.
I'm sure, and it uses a trinary processor, not some shitty binary processor. Actually, trinary processors do outperform binary processors.
Dude, all right, I would love to hear the like wholly missing, just like we did when we were children. It was Super Nintendo versus the Mega Drive, and
my uncle works at Nintendo.
He says, I want to hear the modern argument, play school argument, like debate. Like, just see how that rolls. It's
about the exclusives. That's what those arguments boil down to. It's like, oh, this console has this console has that. Of course, the PS4 won that one because the PS4 had Bloodborne.
Hey. But you know who has the best exclusive? Stadia's got that Serious Sam 4 exclusive to Stadia.
Nah, man, if you want like a super exclusive club to be in, you could always play Steam in China.
That's true. This comes from WinGG. Links to all this stuff is in our show notes. So there is a Steam client that is being released to the Chinese market.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah. There were definitely plans for it. This is apparently it actually went live last week. So now people are using it. It starts up. You get a healthy game advisory, boycott, harmful games, whatever the fuck that means. Let's not get into that. One thing that is coming with this client though is it's a little bit of a blast from the past. Who remembers their ICQ number? who remembers their friends' ICQ numbers? Because the friend service now just uses the internal Steam ID for the user. So hopefully you have a good recollection of what people are playing.
Whatever you say, 76 16 120 43 4607. Likely story.
Yes. There's still gonna be some limits implemented.
Playtime exceeded?
Because in China you can play certain kinds of games after 10 p.m. So if you play a game at some point during the day, then you get that little notification saying you can play this game after 10 p.m. or between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. And that seems to be the thing with the whole client. There are a lot of limitations to what games you can play and how long you can play them for.
These are all the concessions you need to make, though, if you're an American company who wants to do business in mainland China. So
to some extent, I mean, then it gets to the point like Google's like, you know what, F this, we're out.
I don't think Valve is Google size just yet. I don't think they look at all the people playing like auto chess in China. They're like, well, we want some of that.
Well, that's the thing. We thought we'd let everyone know because whatever reason, we're not blocked in China.
We may be now, but we weren't.
Listen, I have goals.
Please don't kill me, Mr. Fan. I swear, I haven't said anything bad yet. All right, check
it out. We get some interesting news. This comes from Boiling Steam. You can find everything we have in our show notes after the fact. From Ethan Lee, you might know him as Flippity Jibbity Ibbity by Boom. And this is troubling times for porters in a Proton world. And it just goes to outline the current state of where Ethan finds things and where they lie from his perspective as somebody, from XNA and FNA and all that fun stuff, porting games to the Linux and doing a fantastic job. Going all the way back to Ware Vessel. You remember those days. Now, this kind of rocks in with, how Proton has really shaken up the landscape. And it has, because you think about it. Proton, it started as kind of a neat way to play some of your old games on Steam. Maybe, I might mess around. Then DXVK happened. Ooh. Then D9VK happened. Now, I'll tell you what it is. It's a Vulcan-fueled wonderland where more often than not, hey man, you're going to be surprised if it doesn't launch when you do. Now, it's hard pinching because Ethan walked in and he's like, hey man, it's kind of difficult to get the deals through these days. And you know what? That's a hard sell. It is. For people who port stuff, with Ryan, Flibbit, or Feral Interactive, you've seen, I remember saying way back, you're going to start seeing Feral focus more on Nintendo Switch and mobile ports, which they have because they're a company and they've been around for a minute. They saw this. This isn't breaking news to anybody who's been paying a lot of attention. But yeah, what do you think? Jordan, is that a hard pitch to make? Like, hey, we can have your game up and working in like 6 to 8 months for X amount of money when the publisher goes, it already works.
So Ethan brings up a lot of good points in this little interview here. Basically about the effect that Proton is having on the rest of the Linux gaming ecosystem. And I think ultimately he's right about the detrimental effect that it can ultimately have on the platform. The platform's relationship with the software vendors, as well as the people who are trying to pitch this to vendors as, hey, this is something you should actually care about. Because, putting the operation of most games on the shoulders of Valve and the Greater Wine Project, really, it does seem like putting all of our eggs in one basket. We're going to see more of we may start seeing more of a focus on, well, let's not make Linux gaming better. Let's just make Wine better. Let's just make Proton better. Let's get better at making our operating system run Windows executables. And that's not necessarily healthy because, again, we're hitching our wagon to our already admittedly diseased platform in the sense of like Windows and their executable format. But also the fact that we're not really raising up more Linux specialists like Ryan, like Ethan, like the people who are working for Aspile or Feral or that dude who ported Shadow Warrior. And you're right. Game publishers will usually go with the least expensive solution. And if
Witcher 2.
Yeah, and if that solution is doing nothing and letting Valve handle it, this creates a ton of technical debt for Valve and Proton in the future. I'm foreseeing one of these such negative moon futures where Proton and Wine have just become this jumbled, garbled mess dedicated to supporting every single edge case for executables that were not originally intended to run on the platform that they're currently running on. And it's not a good future. It's how we got the situation where we have X right now, where things just kept piling on and on and on and on until it becomes a bloated mess. People complain about Java. It's the same thing. So these are all valid points. And I think maybe as a community, we've been so ecstatic with like the immediate solution that we've sort of forgot about the long-term problems and the systemic issues that are causing people not to make games for Linux in the first place.
Yeah, that's the thing. People weren't making games for Linux in the first place, and we did see a little bit of an uptick when Steam came out on Linux, and there were a bunch of people who hired Flibbit and who hired Iculus and who hired Feral and Aspire and everyone else to try and get their games on Linux. It is sad that we're seeing native ports go the way of the dodo, but if you actually look at the numbers and you look in ProtonDB, Proton made more games playable in a matter of months than, porting houses or developers like Flibbit and Iculus did in the years since Steam came out on Linux. There were more games available.
That's still a short-term benefit, though. That's what I'm saying. It is an immediate benefit, but it doesn't take into account the long-term damage.
It's about being able to play video games, and Proton delivers.
Well, I mean,
I get it. I do.
If we replace the word Proton with Wine, because it is an open source tool that has been around for 20 plus years that I remember using in the late 90s to get Alice up and working. It's been working for the past 2 decades.
Yeah, but Proton had the one extra thing, which is it's a one-click experience. Yeah. You click install and away we go. And yeah, I wish that, native development had been the way that we enjoyed our games nowadays. That would have been amazing. That would have been perfect. But we live in the stupid timeline, and right now, Proton is the best way to enjoy 70% of your Windows-only library that you have already on Steam.
To get to Jordan's point, I mean, you're definitely seeing people not incentivized to tap that export button and learn a little thing or two, because you have Unity and, to a far lesser extent, I should say, Unreal Engine capable of delivering Linux binaries. And it's going to require Vulkan, but Jordan, I don't think anybody's even going to bother.
And that's the problem. And again, that just puts more and more in the eggs in the Proton basket, in the wine basket. And I've said it before. We're seeing Valve try to make their own Windows, but I don't think Valve necessarily, or even the community at large, has the bandwidth to essentially maintain a separate fork of Windows. That is ultimately reactionary, because again, no one is directly targeting Proton. None of these game makers are actually
I'm just waiting for like the React OS team to like come kicking through your door. What?
Oh yeah,
what?
The future is React OS. Just watch.
right. But it is. That's my point exactly. Is that Linux gaming will forever be in this reactive standpoint where like some new anti-cheat comes out or some new invasive whatever comes out, and it's gonna take years
What are your
for
thoughts
Proton
on this,
to catch up.
Is
Like, that's a problem.
We've seen Denuvo actively go, yo, we're going to work with Proton. Then we've definitely seen Nvidia go, yeah, we're fixing bugs.
We're fixing Proton shit. Yeah.
So those are two different scenarios, though. Nvidia has a stake in making sure that their drivers work, and stuff like Proton and Wine expose gaps in their implementation that they wouldn't have otherwise found. Denuvo, I think that was sort of bundled into because there was a lot of outrage on the Windows side too about the anti-cheat being forced on users as well. I think that was more like, hey, now that we're doing this thing already, let's sort of see if we can get some brownie points for these other people who have a problem with us. I don't know. Like I said, from a development, from a software ecosystem standpoint, what Ethan's saying is 100% right, regardless of the fact that we can play all these games right now.
Yes, but from the side of, the video game playing
See, Pedro's playing the role of
client.
the devil's pope.
No, I'm playing the role of someone who wants to play video games, and
How dare you?
And I'm playing I'm playing the role of someone who cares about the future of Linux. Period.
Linux is a religion. Treat it as such. It's not an operating system.
I had this talk earlier in the week with Civic, the volunteer that helped bring us Indivisible, and it was it's like at this point, if the game works with minimal issues, and if I hit install and I start it and it works and it picks up on my controller and everything is fine and dandy, I'm okay with it.
Okay,
I'm not necessarily, but it's a complicated issue. Many nuanced sides and takes. Let's beat each other up instead.
Hey, let's
and
keep
rip your
talking
spine
about
outside.
Yeah, so Proton GE, the competitor to the official Proton. Well, it's not the competitor. It's like we're going to base we're pulling the Proton patches into the latest version of Wine and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. It's basically throw shit at a fan and seeing what sticks. But no, with this one, Glorious Eggroll is very clear. It's like,
okay, I've just got to go out and I'm
pre-release-
looking at this photo, the screenshot from, I'm guessing that is the
Mortal
smallest-
Kombat.
That is the tiniest Stargate I've ever seen.
I think there's a dude in there.
That's
that's
how you know
I
it's a very small Stargate. Look at it.
I thought it was the logo from Westworld.
Oh.
But he's very clear. It's like, this is pre-release because we had to disable a bunch of things to make things work. So yeah, but yeah, they've managed to find a way to get Mortal Kombat 11 to work in full screen, which is nice. Spyro, the audio wasn't working previously. It is working now. Borderlands 3, there's issues with the audio there still in the introductory speech from Marcus, but at least it plays now. For me, which is not in the actual release list, Dark Souls 2. It has an intro cutscene, which is, you can't even see it if you just start it with a regular Proton because Media Foundation platform is disabled out of the box. But with Proton GE, you can actually see the whole video. But the audio is still skipping. It's the exact same issue that the Borderlands 3 Marcus intro is displaying. the exact same
Well,
one.
I'll
So
just
I'm
go ahead
pretty
and put
sure
it like
when
this.
they fix that,
As I previously said, after 20 years of playing games through wine, I don't notice audio skipping. I filter that out, you scrub.
That's
Get
what
over
Audora's for.
All right, that's the thing. Hey, new version of Gamer OS 18. Is this Gamer OS totally not Arch?
Totally not Arch, you guys. They got a brand new
Yes.
kernel
Yes,
version,
that's
new
the one.
Mesa, new Nvidia drivers, Steam Closet,
SNK
plus blah, blah, blah.
action, baby.
BIOS not included. You got to install your own Neo Geo BIOS separately.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, they had new Steam Buddy platforms for arcade, Neo Geo, GameCube, blah blah blah. So they have a FlatHub version of Xonotic, Valoran, and Firefox for whatever reason. They have Wake on Land support. You can now exit games through Steam Buddy, etc., etc. Yeah, this is once again someone trying to take a crack at making a console experience OS for Linux. They have a giveaway too. You can get a game on their approved certified games list if you take a picture or a screenshot of your, or no, it's a photo. You have to actually like take a photo of your screen with the settings page visible and go to Discord and attach it, and you can maybe win a game.
I like that they're playing around with FlatHub. That's a good thing. Gaming games, that is such. You want to sell me on like containerization? That'll do it. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Ship everything in a Flatpak. But Pedro, we need to have a talk about something that is completely overdue, and that's something that's jiggle physics.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Murder wiggle?
No.
Murder wiggle.
Let's not actually put that on camera because Twitch gets a bit happy with the banhammer.
Everyone search for murder wiggle. Safe search, preferably off.
Half-Life Alyx Update 1.4 is released. And the big one that you may have seen all over the internet, it's like, oh, you now have...
Jeff.
I wonder if Frank knows Jeff. I wonder if they're friends.
Frank, do you know Jeff? No. You know what? Go fuck yourself. You just go back to doing whatever you want. No.
Oh, you two should get married at some point. But no, it was the liquid in bottles, and people on the internet were throwing a bit of a fit. It's like, oh, the bottles have liquid in them now, and I'm like, okay.
Oh man,
it's pretty good.
I just saw that and I'm like, that's too real, man. I used to hard to escape.
Like I gotta say that's pretty good. I wonder if there's like options for changing viscosity too, because that would be kind of neat. You could like
probably, it's source, right? So you could just probably go into the source files and just change the viscosity and add a little bit more.
I'm thinking about like improved Molotov cocktail physics, where like the fuel actually like flows in different shapes, and like, yeah, dude, I'm down
the
with
trajectory of the bottle as you throw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if
this
you
cool
could
stuff.
like actually get to the part where you could like mix different liquids and shake them up and
right yeah.
But yeah, the only thing that I noticed is now it's available in Brazilian Portuguese and regular Portuguese, so complete moonspeak for everyone.
See, I wanted to get you to like voice Alex in Portuguese.
Give us your best Alex impression.
Yeah. Pretend Jordan's a head crab.
Oh my God, Lamar, stop!
Oh, it's like I'm there. All right.
Now let me hump your face.
With your Warhammer?
With my paunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is Total Warhammer 2, the Vorden and the Paunch. DLC's out. You got new orcs, you got new elves. And if you played the crap out of Total Warhammer 2 Electric Boogaloo and you're kind of bored of the unit commendations, you now have a couple more options to dick around with. That's basically it. You get the two new generals with the heroes, and I mean, Gorka Morka, man, the red ones go faster. What more do you want? Look at this guy. He's so cute.
Oh,
I want to give him a hug.
I want to strap myself to a motoring vehicle and play guitar.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, it's available. If you are a Total Warhammer fan, unlike us who like we gave this a shot when it came out.
We tried all of them, and it's
I genuinely did. No. I sit there and I'm like, I'm supposed to at least kind of like this. I didn't.
I tried to be strategic, and then I got my ass kicked. So I'm like,
it's
not
just
for me.
rush the whole thing. don't, just run up the hill like I did the first time.
I'm just saying,
Go around the side.
if you're coming into like the modern Warhammer, and that's a big check to sign into, man. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff that's tutorial. I'm like, I need to take notes.
I mean, it's slightly less complicated than the actual miniature game, so there you go.
Hey, but some people are looking for that, right?
Indeed.
Holy.
Good news, everyone.
Doom RM, digital Doom restriction management. Yeah, so as it turns out, people were not a fan of this whole de novo kernel level.
It could be you could went for dupe.
Dupe, yes, the Democratic Order of Planets. But 1.1, they have removed de novo anti-cheat. If you're under Windows, you got to add remove programs. If you're on Linux, you just got to delete the game and reinstall it, and the latest version will have all of that stuff ready for you. There's also some memory leak fixes and whatnot, but that's the big thing, is now you can play the Doom Eternals on the Protons again. Woo!
You have to be.
I'm still waiting for that to go.
Can you imagine like being on the fucking team and like the one person finally like shows up and they're like, the Linux people can't play anymore. And they're like, what's that mean? Let me show you the history of like Linux people not being able to accomplish shit and how many DRM schemes have been blown the fuck apart because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi DVD. Hi PS4.
Yeah. But no, it's nice. We finally have a resolution to that. We're going to be seeing more Proton friendly de novo anti-cheat in the future, whatever the fuck that means.
I don't know.
Yeah. That was the question I asked last week.
That means that you only have to install 2 Proton.
It means that you got to shoot anti-protons at your computer.
There we go.
You have to install Sigwin and Proton and then run wide through it.
No. You got to run MinGW compiled Sigwin. I don't even know where I'm going. DOSBox question. I don't even know anymore.
Linux subsystem for Windows, bitches. All right.
Let's make some monsters.
One new game we have before we get out of the Steam segment is Test Tube Titans. 100% honest. The only reason I clicked on this was it's called Test Tube Titans. This is a tester trial. 100%. What is it? You've never heard of it. Take on your friends in a chaotic physics-based wrestling match. Craft custom titans and walk through.
Yes.
This is more jiggle physics, man. This is more like a kaiju jiggle physics.
I think we need to censor this out. I mean,
I don't know, man.
Can we show this on Twitch?
Possibly not. Oh, it just keeps going. No, mommy, don't touch daddy like that. This looks like that thing from Double Fine Gang Beast that you have fuck all idea what's going on.
Yeah. It's basically gang. I played the demo. They do have a free demo. It runs fine. So it's basically Gang Beasts meets Human Fall Flat meets a little bit of Magic Megabyte Punch, because you can like make your mutants and like RNG for stats and then merge them together, and then the controls are basically they're basically just Gang Beasts.
Okay, that played out how I thought. I'm watching like Gang Beast is like watching you guys hug for 5 minutes, and it says somebody won.
So they at least in creative mode they add a little modifier too, where you can take down buildings. Yeah, well, the demo is. The regular game is $10, but yeah, you can take down buildings and get extra points for it. It's like that old Godzilla fighting game, Destroy All Monsters, which was also really fun. It was on PlayStation 2.
Okay, you can try this out. That looks like, but
you'll need Steam Remote Play together.
Yeah, swing and a miss on this one. I was like, but you can use the Steam thing. Okay. No. No.
Again, current year argument. It's 2020. What's your excuse?
It's 2020 and we're all fucking stuck in quarantine.
Fair enough.
All right. Coming up next, you like City Skylines? Do you? Because goddamn, there's a ton of City Skylines.
Such a
also,
skitty.
It's a skitty and a whale lord for those of you who get that reference.
Yes.
Welcome to Shitty Walk. Can I take your order,
City
please?
Walk.
You want my shitty beef?
No.
You want my shitty pork? You want my shitty vegetables because you're a vegetarian?
Sure.
All right, I'll give you a serving of my shitty vegetables and a shitty fortune cookie.
Seems as well. I need to change that. Intermission.
Aldius, calm your tits. I'll show the heads in the segment where we gotta show our stuff.
No, do it now, person on internet. Dance.
It's coming like right now.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, contain the calamity that is your memories, man. Just like, wait.
Also, to be fair, Jordan did show it right at the start of the show, so.
I did. Dude, I was playing Shellshocked. I had my headphones in and I hear someone knocking on my door. I'm like, what the fuck? And I go outside and I'm like, what the hell? Oh, it's a mask. Okay.
Oh, what did you already take it out of the box? He's like, hi.
No. Like there was a box leaning against my door. He like ding dong ditched me, and I opened it up. I'm like, oh, it's a mask.
Yeah, they're doing that here too. They drop the thing, and they knock, and then they step back. It's like, cool.
It's the ding dong ditch.
The only thing I can rely on is I know if the Amazon delivery driver drops it off, that they will do their best to disguise it coming like out of my house, down the little walk thing, the stairs that are just brick to my little walk area heading towards my car. And they will like stealthily put it where it's not visible to try to kill me. Like 2 times I've kicked it and sent it sailing into my yard.
There's like one of the Amazon dudes left a piece of furniture out for like someone on my floor, and it was there for like a week. It was just like this. It was like a desk or a dresser drawer or something, and it was just leaned up against the wall outside this dude's door.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right, I need to pee. I'll
I
be
gotta
back.
get a refill. Hey, both of you can't bail on me at one time, you fuckos. That's not how it works. Oh, Linux Nero. You say that like you mean it. You really don't. Let's be honest. What I need to do is close tab. I don't really need to close tabs. What do you think we're at? We're only using 9, almost 10 gigs of RAM. That's not too much, considering all the crap we have open. But I grew up in the days of 8 megs was extravagant. So I'm going to close the tabs anyway. There we go. The tabs have been closed. Well, Aldius, you say that with a difficulty multiplier. The most times I'm wearing steel-toed boots, so I try not to kick stuff.
I can kick this thing.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah!
Oh, ninja reflexes. Yeah, don't send anything squishy.
Got it. Send Ven all the squishy things. Send him squishies, those like plush toys.
Sure.
That's what they're called. They're called squishies.
I don't know. I've decided wait, do I have? No, I don't think I have like anything like that.
I have 2. I have this little plush Richard from Looking for Group
Okay.
that actually survived a fire. It's also autographed by Lair and Somer. And someone gave me this Pokemon because they thought I was into Pokemon, but I hate Turtwig so much.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you.
Rawr. Dude, I don't know if this is valuable information to anyone, but you know, like those little bobblehead Nintendo, like Dragon Ball Z character bullshit things?
The Amiibos?
I guess. I don't know. They're on clearance at FedEx stores.
Mm.
I saw that they were on an end cap when I was leaving after the guy was like, our system's down. Thanks for waiting 10 minutes for me to tell you that.
Oh, man, like, those Amiibos, man. People
These
were going
were
nuts
like
for them.
big ones, though, man. Like, yeah, I don't know what they are. I just like, I've seen people buy those things, so I thought I would relay this information.
There's like one dude who hates like Princess Rosalina, who's a Mario character, and so to stop anyone from getting any amiibos of her, he bought them all. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you spending your money on this?
People got weird flexes.
It's like George Lucas trying to destroy every copy of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Or the original version where Han shot first.
Nah, man, he replaced Han with a walkie-talkie.
No, man, Han has to be a good guy. It's not a crucial part of his character development. George Lucas is a master filmmaker, blah, blah, blah.
Kirby and Bayonetta. I don't know. I don't collect shit. I mean, more power to you, people who collect things. Right on. I dig it. I don't get it, but I dig it.
Yeah, no, I did say to Beamdog on Twitter, it's like, if you release a physical version that includes the Linux version on disk for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, I won't be happy to buy Neverwinter Nights for the 5th time,
Yeah, you will.
but I'll do it.
Yeah, you will. You'll
I got my
rub
copy.
that CD
So,
over
I
parts of
still
your
have
body
it.
that have not seen daylight in years.
Oh man, I am legit excited for Baldur's Gate 3. I'm totally gonna burn a Heretic purchase on that.
I honestly don't even know what that is. Is that like a real-time strategy game?
Yeah.
Okay. I like RTS.
Dungeons and Dragons real-time strategy, yeah.
No, it's an RPG. It's the third Baldur's Gate game. It's just Larian is doing it, and you can do some wacky shit in Divinity. So I'm expecting some wacky shit in EG3.
I mean, they did with Divinity, they did a good job of making Dungeons and Dragons adjacent content. It's like, we can't call it Dungeons and Dragons, but it's basically what we're doing.
It's true, but like now that Interplay is dead, and like Beamdog is just riding that fucking corpse.
I mean, Interplay is dead. Black
refill?
Isle
No,
was
we can
transformed, yes, into Obsidian and In Exile.
Isn't that website where it's like pictures of dudes either getting tortured or having orgasms? Beautiful Desolation? Or was it Exquisite Agony or something like that?
Oh, there was a photographer that did something like that, yeah.
Yeah, Nemo corrected me. Beautiful Agony.
All right, okay.
Same shit.
Close enough. Yeah, Interplay is now called Atari. They bought the rights to that.
Atari isn't Atari anymore. Atari is some
Yeah, it's Interplay. And they're far more worried with building hotels than releasing the VCS.
Honestly, this doesn't look too bad. It has a Linux version, so... Oh shit! Fucking OpenSUSE is the recommended distro? Oh damn, I gotta stay
is very specific.
Also
No,
require...
it's, 1804 and OpenSUSE. Okay, all right.
It also requires a Nvidia GeForce 9600. Not Nvidia, you gotta get the video one.
No, that's the minimum requirement for the recommended. It's an Nvidia GeForce GTX.
No.
So if I throw GTX 560 at it,
I mean, considering the minimum requirements is a 9600 GT.
yeah, probably that'll work.
Yeah, like barking up the wrong tree here, buddy.
Yeah, no, that looks very Wasteland 2-ish.
Aldius, whenever you say my gift, it sounds super dirty. Please.
It hasn't arrived yet, Aldius, but I will.
Pedro, I want you to accept my gift. Bend over.
I've been playing
to
Code
receive
Vein.
my
Those
gift.
words have a different meaning.
Yeah, it's vampirism, I know. Fucking weeaboo vamps. I'm a little sad Arthurian didn't buy me the fucking gimp mask. I mean, did he? Is it still on the list? It is. Okay.
What are you talking about?
I put a leather gimp mask on my wish list a while ago.
Yeah,
and
but that'll never
like,
fit you.
I know, but I can wear it on my legs.
So we'll have to get like a little. We'll have to. I'll see if Frank can see if we can get the Canadian. It's not Frank, but it's Frank's Canadian cousin.
Franck.
I didn't say French Canadian. He'll just sit in the corner. And
It is now. It is the Franck.
PSO2. I don't even know what that is. But hey, I'm glad your friend's still playing it.
Phantasy Star Online, I think.
Mm. Let's get into the...
If you want to buy me something useful, LDS, get me those power cords.
We're locked and loaded. We're going into the news segment. So let me pull that down. Coming to you live. As soon as I don't... Are you a fan of the like stretchy cables?
Like the coiled ones?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm indifferent to them.
I really like the
I start twirling on them.
My problem is I'll start like fidgeting with them, and then like I'll get them untangled, then I'll spend like hours retangling them, and yeah.
I like the just like regular flat. I've gotten used. Well, the AKGs I like because they had the mini XLR. So when I was done with the headphones, I just unplug it real quick and go do some stuff. This is like always hanging, like falling. So I'm like, you got to go right there, like shove.
Yeah, I mean, I have a straightaway cable too, and I have it routed weirdly so that there's minimal danglage.
Mm. I got dangle for days, baby. Dangle for days.
I got dangles in different area tangles.
Angles in my dangles. That's how much dangle I have.
Tangles in my dangles.
Angles in my dangles. In 3, 2.
If you have tangles in your dangles,
Angles in my
you
dangles.
should see a doctor. I think there's a cream for that.
No.
I've wrangled my tangle dangles,
dude,
and I've made a bangle out of them.
You got to worry about it. What if you have ankles in your dangles? Like,
what if you have cankles on your dangles?
What if your dangles feed on human leg parts?
What if your dangles feed on cankles?
That might be useful.
I don't know if you want to.
If you want to feed,
if you want to feed your cankles to us, you can. I don't even know.
Go for it.
We'll put them on our wish list.
Go ahead and like swing this into a segment where we're like, with your support, we're able.
With your support, we can afford those. No, with your support, we can buy enough food to give all of us cankles.
The genetic splicing required to make our favorite house plant.
We're just gonna cut our legs off and replace them with cankles. That's what our Patreon is for. Support us. Go to GameCast.com. Mouse over that support button. If you don't want to go to Patreon, you can follow some of the other links. But Patreon's the real cool business because you get cool stuff like now video pre super showsins. It's great. You can see our face for an extra hour every week. And I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can if you want to support us. You also get access to our Discord channel where you can listen to said pre super chosen. You also get show note access. You can RSVP to game streams. I do Serious Sims on Thursdays. Ven does assorted potpourri on Fridays. Pedro does Forever Alone Mona on Tuesdays. But if you wanna show up, you can.
I don't know. We're gonna have to work something out with me and Pedro because I need Pedro to help me defeat a stripper.
Ooh.
That can be arranged.
Listen, all they want to do is take off your take off your clothes and their clothes for your amusement. Leave them alone. We got a new Patreon. We got to thank AJ. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I wasn't sure if that was a weird spelling of something. Either way, we got to thank you for becoming a brand new Patreon. I gotta thank Aldius as well because now I have to put on a mask.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right.
I got this horse mask. I got a note from Aldius and he says, "You must show this off on stream." From Aldius. So.
All right.
Oh man, I wanted to be like the masked Jim Carrey, and he turns into Maybe you'll just suffocate. I mean, it's win-win. Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, damn it. We needed a 3-shot of that.
Then I gotta put that on with the wizard robe, so stay tuned.
Oh, boy. Hey, if you want to put us on you, that's available. We have a store on Teespring, store.linksgamecast.com. We got Hell Elks, we got the Three Faces, we got Weekly Daily Wednesdays, we got mugs. We do not have ankle warmers. What else do we have?
Do we have ankle warmers?
We got wish zones. I got one for the studio. It's a bunch of boring stuff that helps us unlock. I still think that looks like a fucking ice cube. Go watch the pre super shows, and if you want to find out about that, Pedro and Jordan have more entertaining wish list. You will be forced to read out anything that you write within reason. We haven't
pretty much, yeah.
It's
anything
our way
that won't send me to jail. That's my only limitation.
Time. That's your own problem. You got to deal with that. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ready to humble.
Yes, especially if you really, really like City Skylines, because yeah, you can get the City Skylines
ever get
bundle.
Tempted to just like fuck with us a little bit and be like 99%, but the last thing's like, I don't know, a DLC to like Devil May Cry.
Yeah, it is City Skylines and the 200 bits of DLC that they currently have out. So yeah, it's pay what you want for all the Skylines. I'm not entirely sure Nissan is on board with this, but time will tell. You get all of the DLC, and you also get 10% off the Humble Choice, which is what they call Humble Monthly nowadays.
What is Green Cities? Is like the plants win?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah,
all the buildings and whatnot are just green. It's like that song "I'm Blue," except it's "I'm Green," and so they all die.
Cool. I don't know.
And the charity this time around is water. So yeah,
good old water. There's nothing wrong with it. When I see, I think like everyone, when you see like that picture, you're like, oh man, post-apocalyptic, right? On a building.
No.
Up next.
Wait a minute, motherfuckers. Okay, you mean like in Nier, in the Weeb Souls that you're playing right now with the fucking buildings with vines and shit growing on them.
I mean, that gave
Fuck
me some
both
Fallout
of you.
vibes,
I'm right.
yes.
Go to hell. Die in a fire.
That's how it works. Declare your right. Move on.
Just did, baby. Just did. Go to Gudut. You know it, you love it, but now you can know it and love it inside of a web browser, man. That's kind of cool, man. HTML5, it's been a promising technology. One thing I don't see in here is any mention. Oh, here we go. WebAssembly. That's brilliant. JavaScript, shared array buffers, native file system APIs. Oh, the nightmares you can unlock from the comfort of your own home with an open source game engine. Man, is this cool? Should we be happy about this?
I mean, the rationale behind it is sound. The engine supports the browser. The editor is made in the engine. Make editor work in browser. Tracks.
Yeah.
I can see this being useful in like a thin client setup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious if like you could also use it for a remote work thing. Like say you have like the web UI running on your dev box, which is a much more powerful machine. And if you're out working on a coffee shop, you can like push builds to like build on your own machine as opposed to the little laptop that you're working on. There's lots of cool potential for this. Definitely, but it's a good proof of concept too, and it also solidifies a lot of like the gaps that would be present in the engine if you're going to say, hey, if we fully support like WebAssembly, HTML5, blah, 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 if we can't get our own software running on that, we can't really make that claim. So this is all made possible from a grant from Mozilla as well. You're going to need you're also going to need if you want to test this out, you need either the latest Canary Chrome or the latest Firefox Nightly that has that support in there, but that'll be coming into the main releases soon.
Where are we at with because I'm sure we've all played or attempted to play at least a game at some point, especially like 3D accelerated game, at least once. And like you're always met with, so I basically just got to download the entire game and play it through a browser. That sounds like playing the game with an extra step.
Well, I mean that's kind of XKCD made a joke about that forever ago.
they
It's like I have this idea for streaming apps. You just stream the app, and it's like I just realized I invented web pages.
Kudos.
But yeah, I mean like that is a limitation of the web platform. But there's the other advantage of using the web is that it is asynchronous, so you don't need to download the whole game. If you architect it properly, you would be able to just download the bits and pieces that you need at that time.
So you're saying I'm going to be downloading the whole game? Okay.
Eventually, but not all at
If you
once.
play through the whole game in one sitting, yes.
Well, I just heard architected properly, so yeah, I'm going to be downloading the whole game.
Well,
Like
yeah,
right at the beginning. Yeah. Okay.
well, I mean, I can hope that developers will do their job, but as Proton has showed us, they don't want to.
Do you think we could make a fighting game with this technology?
Absolutely.
Oh. That was kind of like a handoff.
That was your segue, Jordan.
Yes, segue. Good fighting games. Ikemen Go, which I thought was an open source reimplementation of Pokemon Go at first, but no, it is a Go-based implementation of Ikemen, which is a fighting game engine that accepts Mugen data. What is Mugen, you might ask? Well, you might have seen some videos on YouTube of fighting games where like Peter Griffin is fighting Goku, and if you wanted to see who could win, Mugen would help you do this. This is cross-platform. You can it's source available now, so you can download and run it, assuming you have an up-to-date version of Go. They give you the build instructions here. I have not tried this out because I have not gone down the Mugen rabbit hole like I have like several other friends I've had. But yeah, like it's basically this game.
Yeah. And if you've never looked up Mugen videos on YouTube, don't. Because those will be your recommendations for the foreseeable future. I know that happened to be like 7 years ago now.
Go Donut! Oh man, is there a Ralph Wiggum sprite? And he goes like, "Go Banana!"
Oh man. Yeah, this is like, now I know the name because we've all seen these videos and random.
Yes,
they were just like screen caps. You're like, what? And like, yeah, people are just throwing some shit in there and having fun with it, which is awesome. And it's cool that we can sit back and play with this nonsense.
Also, you don't really see a lot of games written in Go these days, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's an odd choice, but hey.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. So, with all this fancy new DRM-free Doom going around the kids are playing, we can play a vintage version, right? Or just some old ass shit. Doom, a Turtle Slayer, is now available on ModDB. There'll be a link in the show notes. And it's just exactly what you think it is, Ben. You get to play as the Doom Slayer and you run around and you boop things. There used to be a video on here. Where did it go?
It's in the summary. You need to scroll up and click on summary.
Hey, there it is. Look at that. So, what are we seeing, Pedro? Is this is the Doom guy with his Doomy sword?
That's
does he
the
sing
new
the
Doom guy
song?
from Doom Eternal, running around a full 3D model in Spriteland.
Can I be a Mongo Slayer?
It looks like a green screen,
Dude.
Yes, it does.
I'm half expecting
like it doesn't.
I'm half
fit.
expecting the background to like start turning into like different black and white footage, and like James Bond will be driving by
I
in his
don't know, man.
car.
For some reason, then I got like Power Man 5000 playing in my head now. I was like, what are you going to do? I mean, it looks fast, but fun enough, different perspective. I mean, it doesn't cost anything to fuck around with it.
It is a very early alpha. They make it very clear. It's like, okay, this is the first version, so it will break. It will not work properly. But yeah, it is the model from Doom Eternal with the sword from Doom Eternal in old classic Doomland.
What was it? I think Ben, you posted this earlier. There was like the Noah's Ark version of Doom is now on Steam for Linux or something, or
well, the only thing I know about that, there was that
hit
Noah's
the animals
Ark.
with a slingshot.
yeah,
That is a very valuable SNES game, I think.
Yeah, well,
It was like an unlicensed.
Not approved by Nintendo at all.
What I want to do is I want to play as like a little mini Doom doll so I can go around and fuck up some demon ankles.
Well, like the little Funko Doom guy that you find in the first game.
Yeah, like a little squeaky toy. I want to play as that. Yeah.
Do,
I just want to go around and mildly irritate things.
Doom Squeak Journal. Yeah. There's probably a workshop mod for it, and if there isn't, there is now.
Oh shit! Hey man, what is that? Soldat?
Soldats. It's French for soldier. Yes. It's a 2D action game in the vein of Worms and Lair.
From Poland.
It's from Poland. It's from 2002, actually. You can get it on Steam for free. But now you can have source code. It's done using OpenAL and SDL2, physics and game networking sockets. So it does have multiplayer. I think it's using the Steam sockets as well. But either way, you have the source available. Lazarus.
Dude, this thing's so old school. The trailers and like it looks like it's in 4x3.
It probably is, but again, that 2002 that tracks. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just nice to see games release source code now that they're like super old. It helps with modders, it helps with map makers, it helps extend the life of the game.
They had said previously on, apparently a long time ago, they're like, we're going to eventually release the source code to the internet. They were saying, it took you a minute.
Little bit.
But hey, good on you. I mean, dude, it's just like preservation alone,
Yeah.
Once something has a GitHub or anything like that, it's like the game will live on
as long as Pascal has support.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You're going to need something Pascal related to run it.
What if I get a Raspberry Pi with 1 gig of RAM and I got to make packages for that game?
Man, I didn't even have 1 gig of RAM. I had 1/4 of a gig of RAM.
512, and we were grateful. Uphills.
Go fuck yourself. But there's a brand new Pi out now. The Raspberry Pi 4 now has a 8 gigabyte model that you can pick up for about $75 wet stinky freedom dollars.
What do you think? Do you think it'll take him more than 30 seconds to find his Raspberry Pi in his junk drawer? Because he's scrambling right now. He's there. Oh.
There it is.
The box was hidden.
Right.
Mine is definitely in a box somewhere. So apparently the real reason why they weren't offering one of these beforehand, because the SoC can address up to
I love your
16
oops.
gigs.
There we go.
Oops.
Like, oops, didn't mean to post that in the
Yep.
Yep.
So they're technically the Pi can support up to 16 gigs of RAM, but no one was making a cheap enough LPDDR4 chip. That's no longer the case. So now you can have your 8 gigabyte Pi. And I'm positive that like embedded Java developers and people who are like doing Minecraft mods for the Pi are ecstatic that now they have more RAM. Delicious
No,
memory.
Jordan, this is silly. This is pointless because how am I going to address 8 gigajoules of RAM on a 32-bit OS? This is just silly.
Well, it needs a 64-bit OS. Good thing that processor uses an AArch64 instruction set and can use a Raspbian 64-bit.
That was just released. No, man. There's a 64-bit. That's the thing, man. Default operating system. I mean, it's currently kind of like a little beta, a little alpha, but it is there to play around with. Debian 64, ARM 64 board. Yay. Now, what I want to think about is you mix this. You get your 8 gigajoules RAM, you get your 64-bit OS, and we talked about it last week on Weekly Daily Wednesdays, was the ability to boot off USB 3.
Ooh.
Yes.
For 75 wet, stinky caches, don't you pretty much have the fuck it all everything emulator at this point?
I think it'll still struggle with like Saturn and N64 a little bit, but
Really?
beyond that, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I do wonder how long it'll take for someone to release a PlayStation 2 Mini, Sony, with a Raspberry Pi running RetroPie with PCXX2.
Are we going to get the PS2 Mini or the N64 Mini first?
I don't know, because like the NES Mini came out and that sold like hotcakes, and then like 6 months later Nintendo's like, yo, Super Nintendo Mini, and that sold like hotcakes, and then Sony was like, PlayStation 1 Mini, and no one cared. And Sega was like, Sega Genesis Mini? And everyone's like, dude, we've been playing your shit on emulators for years. Shut the fuck up.
To be fair, the PlayStation Mini actually had a lot of games.
Yeah. And then Atari's like, VCS, and then we all laughed at them.
Then they said, you know what? Fuck you all. And they built hotels.
Yeah.
True story. Wood paneling everywhere. It was atrocious. Atrociously beautiful.
But yeah, I was surprised that they didn't release the 8 GB version because, yeah, that oops that they mentioned in the article there is like, yeah, everyone saw the 8 GB thing when,
it
you know,
it
the
was a
4
pricing
GB
issue.
version came out. But it's like, oh, so you guys were waiting because the 8th anniversary of the Raspberry Pi was a couple of months ago. It's like, oh, you were waiting for that. It's like, no, you didn't release it. Okay. Oh, it's borderline June now. It's like, oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
Again, it's cheap RAM.
Yeah.
They do have to make these on kind of a shoestring budget so that people can afford them.
Cool.
So there we go. Coming up next, we want to give KChamp Games a big thanks and raise some shell and other tank puns. I tread to hear what happens next.
Okay.
Thanks for the memories.
I can't do a shrimp.
It's gonna be a barrel of fun.
Pedro's lost in his drawer again.
I was just putting the box back in there.
Can we make a Saturday morning cartoon, Pedro's Adventures in Drawerland?
No, it's just Pedro's adventure in draws.
In
That's
drawers.
open to interpretation too. It changes week to week.
Yeah.
Sometimes
He's
he's
just running
in
around
draws,
London in underwear.
and sometimes he's in draws.
And sometimes he speaks with a drawl.
Or, I mean, that's every Saturday night, isn't it?
No,
Isn't
you
it?
slur your words. You don't have a drawl.
Do you know something
Yeah.
we forgot to do? Hey, everyone, if you want to participate, play the at-home game.
Yes. Vote.linuxgamecast.com.
Aldius, not yet.
Control R. Boom.
Kaiju Jiggle Physics. I'll give a vote for that.
Yeah, you know what? That'll fuck with somebody when they're like, what the fuck's this show about?
I like GeForce Soon.
Yeah.
When will then be now? Soon.
Dope. The turtle figurines kissing. Getting outside the tiniest Stargate. I like that, but no.
It's like the littlest hobo.
Mongoose Slayer. All right. How about there? All right.
All right, Kaiju Jiggle Physics is in the lead with 5, followed by GeForce Soon with 3, and Mongoose Slayer with 2.
Strictly professional. That's all we do here.
Plofessional.
Kind of like Jordan's pop filter microphone alignment. Professional.
Oh, that got
That's
knocked
nowhere
in.
near the. Yeah, you've been talking into that ass end of that mic, but that's cool. Oh man.
There we go.
Yeah. We're going to be upgrading their microphones. Then you have a front fire microphone. Then it'll be fucking all in your way. You're going to love it.
That's going to be interesting with this particular arm.
Yeah. There's no more.
Well,
like,
You
it's always
got
there.
the little hangy thing that Ven has, right? Like the.
Yeah, I'm going to
that-
have to get one of those.
You can get one of these. These are awesome. They're also like $100.
Mike!
Basil was cool enough to hook me up with this, man, which actually was like, I was going to have a hard time paying $100 for a shock mount.
Oh, God.
Oh, by the way, those shock mounts don't fit these. Like, not even a little bit. You go, mate? Nah, all right.
I figured.
Yeah.
Not to mention that this one doesn't, pivot this way.
How did you just, all you need is like a little, flip the rotation.
Like this cheap arm, like it was.
You buy the piece that screws on the piece. So you got your shock mount, like, you bought a shock mount that didn't rotate either. That's also impressive.
It was the cheapest one, right?
Okay.
I mean, this one doesn't rotate either. I can rotate it with this little bit here, but
What you do?
Yeah, no, it
Pedro,
rotates, like,
Jeez,
around.
Watch this, kids. Now, Pedro, you see the piece that's pointing straight out?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you angle that straight down instead of straight out, You angle it down. Now line up. Now straighten out the pop filter. Not the pop filter, but the shock mount. Turn the blue shit where it's facing more down. There we go. Now you can. No, god damn it. He's a moron.
All right, now spin it around 4 times.
This is what I'm trying to.
the
If you
thing.
make it completely straight, where it's just angled straight, level the microphone out. Level the microphone where it's level. Okay, now you can unscrew
Yeah.
the shock mount to rotate it.
All right.
Fucking hell! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the caliber I work with. For your amusement. No, this has nothing to do with alcohol. It's not even a little bit.
No, we gotta do
that's
some
just
tricky
me
towers.
Being a bit thick.
I got what he was like getting at like immediately too. It's great. This was just like my thought process was like, is Pedro messing with him? Because it's hilarious, but apparently not.
No. And needless
Like
to say,
I said
Jordan
many
yours does
times
the same
before,
thing,
I'm
so.
the idiot here, all right?
Oh no, man. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Someone needs to clip that out, add some Jeopardy music, and a fucking countdown timer. Maybe Benny Hill. Listen, we've
Or
all
Little
been
Spanish
there.
Flea.
Anybody who's given Pedro even the first iota of shit, you've been there yourself. You're like, God damn it. Those moments are real.
Aldios, that says June. It's May.
For now, it's like there's literally like 2 more days of June or May.
May, but yeah.
Yeah.
I corrected myself.
Yeah, Jill, but you also spent a month talking to the wrong end of a microphone. So you might not want to
Actually, don't
flex.
get to say anything on that
You
one.
might not want to try to flex. Just saying.
Microphone pointed at the wall. It's like, why does it sound like electric current? It's
I'm
like,
just saying, you know,
that's fine.
I spent a couple of weeks trying to EQ a wall. Got pretty good sound considering, though. When are you getting your laptop?
I just paid for it, so I don't know.
What version of Windows are you going to put on it?
Linspire.
What version is that at now?
I have no fucking clue.
Whoa. I'd be worried.
No, I don't know. I'm debating because it's going to a non-technical person, but all she really.
That's why I asked you what version of Windows are you going to put on it, or what version of Windows is the person they give it to put Windows on it going to put on it?
Or I can just tell her it's Windows and just install KDE.
Yeah, and one of the first
be better
random
off with
bullshit app
Cinnamon.
that you've never heard of or thought about doesn't immediately install.
Listen, man, Proton solves all these problems for us.
Okay.
Shit just works.
App, auto screen scroller 3000 from .xyz. Yeah, I use this. It's critical. Gotta have it.
Honestly, all she uses is like fucking Facebook. So
That would have been a Chromebook.
Yeah, they didn't have any Chromebooks on the police auction though.
This one has heritage.
Yes. I mean, like most of the time, she just is like knitting and like physical crafts and stuff. So
My knitting game is weak. It's better
I
than my
tried several
crocheting.
times. I couldn't wrap my head around it.
Oh,
I was very young.
I can do it. I'm just too adventurous. I went to a knitting class thing. Then I realized, like, you know what? Everyone here would be able to talk shit if I wasn't here because I was the dude. I'm like, that's not cool to me. I learned to knit. I learned to sew. I can put a button on.
I learned how to sew too.
Pedro, can you sew? I know.
Yes. This very shirt I'm wearing right now, I've had to sew on the top button once.
Then I guess you need a screenshot of me and the horse thing with the.
Sure.
Alright.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you from putting it back on.
Well, this is a multi-layered operation, so you might want to start recording now. Because first I gotta put this on, and then I gotta put the hood on. Or maybe I can get away with putting the hood on first.
I can wait. Listen, man, if you need a couple of takes to get it right, I'm there with you.
Let's find out.
Uh-oh. I had an unspecified error while recording. Take two. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the video file like, what the fuck's this tomorrow morning? I'm like, oh, right. Aw, damn it. We need to cut little ear holes out. He's trying.
Yeah, look down those nostrils.
Stay still. I don't really need him to stay still, but... What? I can listen. Are we seeing who blinks first? Is that gonna be me, baby? I got something to drink, right? Thud. We'll take that. We'll take that screenshot. I'll chroma. I'll key it out. I'll put the flames behind it.
Yeah.
I'll put Pedro on a pole.
There was a brief window where I could see my screen through my mouth, so I was trying to like adjust it based on like what I could see.
It's brilliant. And if you just tuned in,
it doesn't get past my chin.
We just need someone over there to hold you down. I can make it work.
You can try, son.
You don't need that
try.
jaw.
Yeah.
Take one for the team. Soup's good food.
Soup is good food.
I don't know, man. I haven't fucked with any soup in a minute.
Dude, my girlfriend just made like fucking 12 cloves of garlic into soup. It's gonna be great.
See,
Hot garlic water.
Garlicky.
I would just straight up eat the
is
cloves
awesome.
of garlic. I mean, I genuinely have to do one for me and one for me later in the dish when I'm
Yeah,
chopping up cloves. Yeah.
This is for that situation where you just kind of want to drink garlic.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's when you need when you're thirsty for garlic.
Yeah, garlic on the go, man.
Yeah, you don't have time to eat the garlic. Yeah. Put it in a squirt gun.
Bring me my thermos of soup. I'm hungry and thirsty, and then you can kind of eat and drink soup at the same time.
Tesco's has the like cup powder
Cup of
thingy
garlic?
that you just pour. Yeah, no, you just pour into a cup a Szechuan soup, and it's pretty good.
Well, you can get onion soup, which is basically sports soup. You know, just pour some water in there, and you're like, I'm drinking an onion. Onion flakes. Full of onion-ish.
High in onion. High in vitamin O.
I wonder if you can get
orgasm.
dehydrated gummy bears.
Aren't
Gummy
they-
raisins.
Isn't that just sugar at that point?
I don't know.
Basically, yeah.
What would happen if you put like one of those big chunkus gummy bears in a food dehydrator? We need to
Coming up
science
next
this.
on Linux Gamecast.
It just cuts, just like. Mrrr.
Yeah, fuck Linux gaming news. Next week we're taking it off. We're gonna get a giant gummy bear and a food dehydrator, and we're just gonna live stream the entire thing.
The sad reality of that is, if I set that up on Monday, we'd probably have 40,000 live viewers.
Oh, absolutely! Like that would be the best way to promote Linux Gamecast.
100%.
We are literally
calls.
watching this gummy bear desiccate.
Like, we're gonna overnight you. Could you feature it in your gummy bear dehydration stream?
Dude,
Brought to you
what we need to get is the Intel
gummy
sponsorship.
snake, like the giant gummy snake.
Yeah. Let me get a refill, and we will get into it after I stop this recording that I started, because there we go. Right.
That music, it sounds like Wipeout mixed with Need for Speed.
I have a need for speed. Get me some meth, Pedro.
I was gonna go for E, but alright.
No,
that's Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat! Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, one time I was at the gym and I was stretching, and in the stretching area there was like a fitness class doing warm-ups, and the guy had like his iPhone playing music to pump people up, and then the Mortal Kombat theme started going on, and I just couldn't stop laughing. Because I just like, I kept wanting to shout like, choose your destiny. Liu Cage, Jax, Sonya, Sub-Zero. Mortal Kombat! So good. Talk about like classic game soundtracks.
Songs that you don't want popping up while you're driving. The Mortal Kombat one. Enter Sandman by Metallica.
How about crashing foreign cars by Helmet? You don't want that to come on the radio while you're driving.
It's like the Mortal Kombat when it's like, oh, my foot is now to the floor and the car is picking up speed. Oh,
Fatality!
Yeah, I had a Ridge Racer on the PS4 as well, Nemo. Not PS4, PSP. And Linux Nuru. Yeah, no, apparently Bloodborne may be coming out on, you know, not PS4, so I'm still not buying it.
What are you talking about?
You know, that PS4 that Dave gave me.
Oh.
It's like, okay, I can finally play Bloodborne, and I went to the store, it's like, oh crap, that's 30 pounds. How about, no.
All right. Let's see, I need to switch to that. Goes the chairs. Chair 3.
Pop goes the Cheezel.
Yep. As is tradition. I need to hit that ASCII penis first. All right.
Was it the reverse penis or the regular penis?
Well, the reverse isn't of ASCII penis. This is like a tower with some bowls.
Oh, we completely forgot to vote.linuxgamecast.com. Vote on some stuff.
No, we didn't. We did it after.
Oh,
I did.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
I'm losing time.
You're no.
And I'm the one drinking.
I'm turning into Brad Pitt from 12 Monkeys.
All right. You know, that was a surprisingly good TV series for like the first 2 series.
I was honestly surprised it got a season 2.
It's all right.
It was on Sci-Fi, so like I said, I'm surprised it got a season 2, right?
Oh, come on, Dark Matter made it to season 3.
Then ended on a cliffhanger. Okay.
We are locked and loaded. Gentlemen, ladies, boys and girls. In 3, 2, 1.
Have you ever seen a tank shoot a chair at a man or another tank? Well, get ready, because if you haven't seen it, you're going to see it now. Shellshocked. This week we're taking a look at Shellshock for the chair acquisition. It's developed by K-Champ Games, done on Unity. You can pick it up for about $7 US. They hit 1.0 recently. They were in early access for a while, and this is another one of these perpetual early access games that just Reverse penis, man. Reverse penis. So what is it? Demolish your friends with hundreds of upgradable weapons shot from your customizable tank. In this action-packed online multiplayer tanks game, earn XP to level up and unlock new tanks, weapons, and gear. Fight against or alongside your friends for strategic or free-for-all matches. Was this game free to play at one point?
That's
I don't
legit,
remember.
Pedro. That's everyone's first shot of like, let's see if I can.
Yeah,
figure this out.
that was my level for that too. Anyways, we got 3 different operating systems to review this on, so let's get started. How'd Debian work?
Hey, look at me. I'm down there. I'm behind the things. Deal
You're
with
gifted.
it. Hey, check it out. Over here on Debian testing, I'm playing around with that hotness. On the Threadripper 1920X, 32 gigajoule of RAM powered. This graphical juggernaut with the 2060 no cape edition, no superpowers for it. Runs pretty good, man. It really does. Like out of the box, first thing you can notice, it's got the Unity scream of nope. Haven't seen that old friend in a while, so minus 1 chair right there, man. But it does work once you get through that nonsense that you're going to be greeted with on every single launch. It does hold 60 at 1080p and 2160p, and that's on Ultra, but there's not a lot going on. You'd kind of expect it, but then again, it's Unity. You never know. An older version of Unity, you really never know. It does absolutely work well with the Exclude controller out of the box. Sit-back experience. I really enjoyed the like little bit of rumble, like when you're slowly adjusting your sights or the force that you're sending out. You get like little feedback from the wiggle motor inside of the controller. So yeah, big fan of that. Nice touch. Fun party game, plain and simple. 100% has tutorial, single player bullshit, dick around with, and it just reminds you how boring and soulless this game could possibly be in Forever Alone mode. You're not going to have a good time with it. Shellshock Live really only works when you are, wait for it, hey, live. This thing, playing with randos online, it's better than nothing, but it really shines when you have someone to talk the smack with, 100%. I don't care if you're deathmatch, team deathmatch, neighborhood deathmatch, deathmatch from above, deathmatch parfait. It's all deathmatch. It's good times. You can have fun. We have, I think, in the after shows a couple times. You don't need much in the way of skill. It could help in the long run, but it's not required. Lots of random weapons. Bananas are included. That's the thing. It's like, oh, what does the banana? Oh, just shoot a fucking banana. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, game. The ability to like scooch about, you run out of petrol, but you know, that's part of the challenge. You know, halfway through the match, you remember like, wait, I can move my little tank thing. Oh, I'm out of gas. I'd like to say that this team has definitely done a good job updating Gorillas.bat for the modern era for 2020. That's the thing. It's kind of fun, man. At $6.99, this is something you can pick up for yourself and like 8 or 10 people, man, and not feel bad about breaking the bank for. While you're sitting at home during the day, supposedly paying attention to a Zoom meeting, you could be playing this, man. I'm just saying. So, yeah. I'm gonna say check it out, man. I mean, I didn't expect to like this little fuck around game, but it's got its own charm to it.
Yeah. The Unity screaming open minimal game settings or in-game settings, good times. But you know, everything works. My controller even rumbles, and I tried to play with it a bit, but like that kind of felt like having bad wrong fun, so I just went back to keyboard and mouse. It also has a little cheesy music loop that reminds me a bit of like old Super Nintendo games that like you could only have a certain number of notes in a given musical file. So you had to make a little loop that sounded good and kept sounding good forever. And once I took VSync off, it holds about 600 frames a second at 1080p. So, you know, make of that what you will. Fun-wise, I mean, yeah, the single player here serves as a tutorial and provides some challenges, but like Vince said, the real fun here is multiplayer. It's got a whack of unlockable maps, Steam integrated multiplayer, and some pretty fun game modes beyond deathmatch and team deathmatch. And they're all made for trash talk. And yeah, it's basically just how good are you at trigonometry, the game. And if you're bad, it's trial and error, the game. Either way, it's good fun. Get some buddies together, blow each other up, talk shit, cry, 3 cheers.
Yeah. And over here on KDE Neon, it performs about as well as you'd expect with the GTX 1080 and the Ryzen 7 3700X, considering the graphics on display here. The one complaint I have is the sound, because whenever you finish one of the single player maps like you're watching in the video right now, if you're watching the video, there's a pop, and it was, even with the sound cut all the way down low like I have it because it was way too loud when we were playing it live. So I had it cut all the way down, and it was still way too loud, to the point where when I was running this footage through Handbrake to send to Ven, I just removed the sound entirely because that was really bad. The controls, yeah, no, that works. I had to enable Steam input for the Dual Schmuck 4 V2 because, But no, it does work, and it does have the little rumblies. Yeah, the Unity screen of Nope was not appreciated, but the game actually works, so there's that. In Forever Alone mode, like you're watching right now, it's basically Worms with none of the funky characters or the quippy voice lines. There is this is very much a game that shines in multiplayer. It's even better than Worms in that respect because it's so much more precise and it's so much more tactical because you have the one tank and you have to manage with that one tank. And trust me, you will inevitably elicit a reaction from one of your friends or game-playing people that you know, be it them thrusting their hips in your proverbial face because we're still social distancing, or just a load of salt because you blew them up.
Real tanks have curves.
Whatever your preference of tanks may be, Shellshock Live is actually a very, very nice multiplayer experience. So it gets 3 chairs.
Excellent. Well, there you go. It's a fun game. You should check it out. It's pretty cheap too, so you can have some good old fun while you're
$6 is definitely in the fuck around category, and I think it's smart to price it at $6 because this is not something you just want to pick up for yourself.
Yeah. Do they got a 4-pack? I don't.
They do have a 4-pack for $15.
There you go.
There you go.
Done.
You can grab it for cheap
All
for a
right.
bunch of your friends. Coming up next, once again, my plans for unveiling my super organism have been leaked, and now I have to address it for the media. Wahaha. Vote.linuxgamecast.com. Vote on some stuff.
On the scariest night of the year. What was that? What was the name of that movie? With the zombie sheep?
Oh, Black Sheep.
Was that Black Sheep?
I think it was Black Sheep.
All right, Black Sheep. All right.
It was called Bonfire at the Vanities.
Bonsai Sheeparoo.
Buckaroo, Bonsai, and the sheep fuckers of the 4th dimension.
I want like a sequel with the zombie sheep, like with sweaters made of their wool, and they're like haunted. I want a haunted sweater.
Dude, no, I want a movie where sheep are like skinning humans and making clothes out of their skin.
Black Sheep, 2006. Yeah, it was like a New Zealand flick, or yeah, I think it was New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand. Yeah. Kiwis.
You gotta like New Zealand, man. That's like the one place that can look at Australia and be like, yeah, it's a bit overpopulated.
With sheep?
Nah, well, New Zealand's overpopulated with a sheep. We have sheep and the... What was it? Man. Mega share. Mega
Upload?
Yeah.
Kim.com?
That's it. That's our boy.
They used to have a porn website as well.
Well, I just like New Zealand's like, man, we have very
mega
strict
humpload
restrictions on people who can immigrate and become citizens in New Zealand. They have to meet certain weight requirements, health requirements. Kim's like, here's a bunch of money. They're like, come on in.
Okay, last beer.
Is it the last beer, though?
I don't know. I had to carefully do that because as soon as I set that down, Pedro got shaky cam. And I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Oh, no. There goes Tokyo. Go, Paidzilla.
Paidzilla, man.
Paidzilla. It's like Godzilla, but it's pay to win.
Ah, dude. Zilla sold out.
Yeah.
It's part of New Zealand's identity. Yeah. What's... Is it the beaver for Canada? Is that the most associated thing?
Beaver or moose?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Better French people.
French Canadians, they
French
don't count.
Canadians, they're kind of, well, I mean, we're talking about like, it's a thing. We keep them isolated from everyone else.
They keep themselves isolated, man. They don't. They want to stay in their little box du français.
Then how come you have to be like multilingual packaging and stuff then?
Well, that's the thing. In Quebec, it doesn't have to be multilingual. It just has to be in French. Rest of the country, it's got to be bilingual.
Just in case one of them wanders out so they don't get lost?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. It basically boils down to Protestants versus Catholics, which makes it extra stupid.
Canadians versus French Canadians. I love it.
Yeah.
Did they have like good food though?
What, in French Canada?
No,
New Zealand.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, maybe the lamb is good.
How many
because
ways
they have
can you
lots of
cook
it.
a sheep?
Sheep chops, sheep stew, sheep chili.
Sheep
Dude,
tartare. Give me the chipper.
Sheep. Yeah. We're just gonna go through the entire bumper
is pretty good.
lamb ossobuco is pretty good.
I'm sure Pedro has dealt
Barbecue.
with mutton.
Yes.
Yes. Like,
The
beef,
only
nope.
meat I haven't cooked thus far is venison, because deer in Portugal are a bit scarce. So you
You gotta
don't
quit
really
eating them for a
eat them.
minute, man. Let them grow back.
Well, you could always come to Canada and eat deer.
I
Moose deer.
had alligator tail. There was a restaurant that used to serve like exotic meats.
Okay.
Did it serve human?
It's-
No, they said exotic.
Yeah, humans are literally fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
But they're
Right
processed
now,
and cooked
right
meat.
now,
isn't?
humans are banging in Antarctica.
So they're making lunch. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, banging.
Lunch in 9 months.
That's where you were going with that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. The Canadian birth cycle involves dinner.
It better. I mean, dinner makes it easier for sure.
So I'm surprised. Like, do ostriches just like lay just like one egg? Fuck you, because that seems like that would be a good thing to farm. Those eggs are massive.
I don't know.
Like one egg would definitely make an omelet most people couldn't fuck with all the way through. Like,
I know emu farms are a thing.
we do have some. I have some emos. Not personally, but yeah, I was driving by and I went, wait, what? I stopped and I turned around. I was like, the fuck did I just? Oh, all right, that's the thing. Went to Google. It's like, all right, somebody's growing the emos.
Out of the ground.
Yeah, it was weird. Just the heads flopping around. It's kind of cruel, but hey, man. I don't know how to grow emos, so
Wouldn't it be the other way around because they stick their heads in the sand? So
that's
it'd be like
that's what I thought. But turns out no, it's not the right way, man. They suffocate.
interesting. I thought emus breathed out of their cloaca because it was the utility hole.
It's reverse ostrich. Google that, kids.
A
would
reverse
not-
ostrich
I would
with
not
like,
at all fuck with an ostrich. That's just a tall like Utah raptor, man.
dude, they kill lions by
Yeah.
breaking their jaws. Like, your rib cage
It's like,
doesn't stand a chance.
ostrich kick.
Damn it. Do I have to urban that? Come on, it's built into the chat.
Ostrich kick.
Reverse ostrich.
Man, I want to make a parody version of Captain Falcon just called Captain Ostrich.
It just falls out of the sky, dies, but he's got a cape on. Splat. You're like, Captain up.
Yeah. No, like Captain Falcon from F-Zero or Smash Bros.
A big ass man pigeon. Yes.
They misspelled pigeon too.
Don't care. Big ass man pigeon. That's going on my vocabulary with trash pandas.
It's a man pigeon.
That's pretty good. Kangaroo who emerges from the bushes to terrorize golfers. That's what you get. Fucking solid snake kangaroo.
That kangaroo looks a bit lost on that second picture. It's like, what?
That
the-
kangaroo
where
looks a
am
bit
I?
stuffed, is what it looks like. Like, as in, I don't know. I've never been face to face with a roo.
They don't like it when you try to ride around in their pouches. I know that much.
That could have went poorly, but all right.
That looks like someone's posing for a photo too.
He is.
Yeah, it's like the.
An ostrich, 24 chicken eggs. I've never seen a man eat so many chicken eggs. Could you eat 24 eggs?
Could I? Yeah, I think so.
Would there be a difference between it being like
In a
an
couple of
omelet
days,
or,
maybe.
like, boiled?
Well, it's because
I mean,
like
boiled, I could probably get through them in a day.
well, what do you call it? Because if you like cook them as an omelet, like it loses some moisture because like the eggs reduce.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go with omelet just because
Probably the
om
omelet?
nom nom omelet. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to anger the internet again. Throw some tuna in that omelet.
The whole point of an omelet is to clean out your refrigerator. So
Yeah, you just throw everything you got.
it's pretty good. All right. That's stew. Egg stew, man. Egg
Oh,
soup.
that Szechuan
That's a thing.
soup that Tesco sells that you just pour in a mug. If you throw in an egg with the boiling water, very good.
They
Very
don't do
good.
that
Yep.
here. Like poached eggs. I'm like, what sorcery
Yeah.
is this? And I'm like, what? You just spin it around and just like, ta-da. Like, whoa. Do they do the poached eggs in the Canadas?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. All right.
I don't make a lot of soup, so
No.
One thing I used to do when I was on the instant ramen diet was like, add crack an egg in there while it's cooking and you get some protein in there.
See, the problem with making like soup is I want to make some like gelato cornbread to go with it to fuck up with. Then I'm just,
And you're just eating
Yeah.
cornbread.
yeah, it's just not pretty, man. I'm like, well, I clearly don't. Let me make another pan. All right. Let's get a bow on it, kids. Huh. All right. We'll fuck around with that tomorrow. All right. Is there a web backend for VLC?
Like to control it via web.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a WebSockets plugin, like I use. I'm going to be
Maybe.
using. Yeah.
There's a web server for VNC.
I wonder if there's anything that exposes the control dudes.
Google VLC network.
There's a command line thing that does.
Oh, it does have a browser thing.
Okay.
Expose FH. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
All right. I'll look into that tomorrow. Beautiful. Let's do the hate mail segment. That's live.
Hate.
Hate. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to once again put your adults in a reclining. I don't know. We're about to piece the fuck out. In 3, 2.
And, well, that was a review, and we're certainly running out of games that we can make fun of because they will be permanently out of early access. But hey, if you'd like to let us know of a game that you have been personally looking forward to coming out of early access, and they still haven't for years now, feel free to head on over to GameCast.com, hit the contact button, and fill out the form. LGC Weekly is the show that you want to send your hate mail to. Otherwise, you might be asking Jordan for relationship advice. Who would want that?
I don't know. Who indeed? We've only ever gotten one.
And it was Orn.
Oh no. I wonder what Orn's up to these days. Being Orn, probably.
Terrorizing Sweden.
So, something
Probably.
you might have noticed if you were watching the stream and after the fact, or if you were listening, you definitely heard a collective like, oh my God. We witnessed, not, I think I definitely wondered because these pop filters, Jordan was like, man, I got to go brush my teeth, man. I'm like, what? He's like, I can smell my breath from a pop filter. I'm like, oh, all right. You know what, my friend? I don't know if you were smelling your breath so much as you were smelling whatever the hell was going on that pop filter. Because,
Well, again, that's because I didn't brush my teeth before speaking in front of it. That means that all the shit in. Anyways, let's get to the thing. All right, so Arthurian, he says, so much shit, mold and shit on Jordan's old poop filter. Burn it with fire before the new global pandemic will start from his house. With hate, Arthurian. So that's not really my plan. My plan is to culture a life form that combines the DNA from that and the world's strongest fighters into a new robot, and then I'm going to build like 2 more robots for it to absorb, so that it can become the ultimate fighter, and then it will destroy the world.
I was initially taken aback, but then my morbid curiosity followed by, that's nasty.
Yes.
I don't know if fire would cleanse that. Probably
No,
it
would infect the fire, and then the fire would spread along with the molds.
John Carpenter saw that thing and he's like, I got an idea for a script.
And I just need a time machine.
Dude, man.
Because Nori is currently using the pop filter that I used to have, and it's squeaky clean compared to yours.
Well, this is a new one now. It's literally the one that Arthurian sent me. So,
Dude, I don't know. I've never seen like chunks of shit in a pop filter.
Yeah, no, that had shit growing on it.
my mouth is a wonderful place, and by wonderful I mean horrible.
Your mouth is a wonderland. Oh man, thanks for the question. We're glad to share because on that
John Mayer song, Your Mouth is a Wonderland.
We gotta cue the music, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get in touch with me, you know where I'm at. I'm hiding over on Twitter. That's my social media thing where I'll boop you back. At Finstone, I'm there. Or just at Fin on mass.linuxgamecast.com. And as always, I'm hanging out in our IRC channel, and I'm definitely in Discord.
If you want to see what else my mouth is contaminating on a week-by-week basis,
What
you can follow...
else is in your mouth? Elks.
Elks.
There's a definite lack of venison.
If you want to see me swallow some weight, what? No. Follow me on Twitter at the Burning Fool, at Frojo on Mastodon, Pedro. Who the fuck are you? I don't know anymore.
No. The joke that popped into my head was too bad. I am Pedro Matheus. You can find me at unaccounted for on Twitter or at unaccounted for with the actual number 4 on mass.linuxgamecast.com.
It's
But
fucking
I don't
adorable
go there
when you
very
can't get the
often.
4 in there because he ends up with these little bullshit names, and you can tell he went through all the variants of like trying to get a backwards, upside down letter. He's like, ah.
I mean, does he try the other 4s like FOR or FORE?
Yes.
FOUR.
Yes, I've seen him drop this. Speaking of dropping shit, let's drop some credits.
There we go.
It's no Jordan Mouth, and it's Wonderland.
It's a mouthy wonderland.
That's no station. That's Jordan's
That's
mouth.
not a mouth station. That's a pop filter.
All right, we gotta thank our advisors. Haplo still spending way too much money on us. We gotta thank our Theron and Empty and the Atomic Ass and Mike G and Barb Brandt and Mr. Horsehead himself, Aldius. You can't see my Frostclaw, Mac the Geek, Scott, Drummer, Lutris, Libre Quest, Mr. Fox, Dog, and the rest.
And the
Like
rest.
Gaius, Mathieu, Max, Yabo,
David S.
Stonyfish,
Smashly G.
Christopher C, Fraser,
Michelle,
Nova King,
Egal,
Nicole,
Jolly,
Shervig
Topical,
von Havenstaven,
Gaius,
Kylinix,
Colin.
the
Wait,
Sildad,
it might be
Ertain,
Launir, Colin,
Thomas,
Ryan,
Gonzo,
Scott,
2000,
Matt.
Renee, Renault,
Ramsavata.
Ramzawada,
Yeah.
Ryan, Raspberry, and Roosted
Mr.
Rinks.
Mango, sir.
And I finally put the plugs in.
The other Martin.
Plugs.
PowerShell
And
on Linux.
Bakey MSE.
Yes! PowerShell on
And
Linux.
Nixon's Pyramid.
Ooh.
I don't know what,
What
it is,
about
but it's there.
what about
Did
Agnew's
finally someone
Pyramid?
take us up on the whole you can plug your thing at
Yeah,
the
I
end?
finally was like, okay, let me just set this thing up, man, because LGC motherfucking cares.
Okay.
Bitches.
Hashtag bitch.
Tweet us with hashtag bitch.
Yes. From here out, we shall no longer respond to your communique unless it is followed with hashtag bitch. We are the what's his name?
We are-
from Breaking Bad, Jesse.
We're the Pinkman clan.
Yeah, we're the pigments
Yes.
of social
They-
media.
They
Bitch.
call us
Science,
the
bitch.
they call us the bitch titans, aka the bitch tits.
Hey, we did a show, everyone. What do you think?
A thing happened.
A thing?
Not entirely sure. I've been drinking.
I just assume you. I was born drinking.
You were merely molded by the alcohol. I was born with a bottle of whiskey in my mouth. I didn't drink water until I was a man.
You're merely adopted to
Does
drunkenness.
look like Kaiju Jiggle Physics is going to take this one.
So
Jiggle physics.
I was kind of hoping for GeForce soon.
It's a distant second, man. A lot of people would have to come in and poop that one. Real tanks have curves. I voted for myself, but whatever. Looks like Ice Cube's the tiniest Stargate. Not NOS. Not an opera. Naos.
Naus.
Noah's.
Naus. It's like Laos, but with an N.
But with more, yeah, owls.
Nows.
That's what we need. We need like 6 people talking over each other. in
Yeah,
a
dude,
podcast.
that's brilliant. I love watching those shows. And it's great because they do the same shit when we light up the after show. They wait till somebody starts talking, like, then you're like, I'm sorry, what were you saying? Oh, nothing. I wasn't talking. But go ahead and try to say something again. We'll all start trying to talk. But otherwise, be completely silent. I'm like, okay.
All right, smoky time.
Yes.
Yay, Stream Deck, you didn't crash.
Is that a thing that happens?
Oh, bitch, I can make it crash. I can just sparkle my glitter on it. Make that. I can make it eat some shit I didn't even know it could do. Well, you're dealing with a reverse engineered protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just taking stabs at things.
I mean, the last thing that I could just crash by, using an intended function of the software was OBS. And it's been doing pretty good lately.
I can do that
right now. You can be
now.
streaming and remove something from a scene and it doesn't crash. That's impressive.
With OBS 25 not 7-124 alphabet soup dash modifier. If I open a
The Git
GTK
version, yes.
GTK dialog will take it down. So if I try to open a file dialog to move a directory or add something, it'll eat all the shit. It's a known bug. If you have the OBS browser source compiled with a Ceph binary.
Oh, you're using the official browser thing.
Yeah, I'm using the one that's built in, the one that doesn't like collect memory leaks like it's a hobby.
Yes.
Which I can eat a lot with 32 gigs of RAM, but that's not the intended purpose.
Yeah, no, I only have 16 and 8 gigs of swap, so.
I have 32 gigs of swap because that's how Debian rolls.
So how much RAM you got?
It's like, man, wouldn't you? I would have been nah, girlfriend, if I had 128. I'm like, no, you're not eating up 128 gigs of SSD, bro. No, or NVMe. Actually, I got 32 gigs.
Yeah, no, that would be half of my NVMe space right there.
My NVMe is only 500 gigs.
Yeah, mine is 256, so.
Well, my Scratch NVMe is 250, which I need 2 terabytes. I can legitimately make a case for 2 terabytes, man. I'm juggling shit. Sometimes I just move it over to Jackbox and move it back. It works. We would work with what we have, kids. That's how we roll. 128 gigs of RAM. That's listen. I have nothing against if you have. I don't care if you even have a reason for 128 gigs of RAM. Like fuck it. That's why. Yeah, I only have 32 gigs of RAM because I wanted. It looked wrong with only like one stick on each side. It's like that's not right. Yeah.
The cheap Chinese motherboard in El Cheapo has all 4 slots taken, but since it is an X99 board, it's actually quad channel. So it has 2 slots on one side and 2 slots on the other. It's like, all right, so I'll just get 4 gigabyte sticks and we have 16. There we go.
Not the dumbest thing I've heard, but all right.
It's like full quad channel and it actually works. I have Fedora 32 on it running right now. And the quad channel actually does make a difference.
I'll tell you the one thing I noticed, man, because during I was troubleshooting the Black Magic card, just covering all the bits. This is me too, man. I'm gonna get all. This is what I used to do: tear shit down to point of failure and get my report written in. I only got it. I backed off the overclocked 3200. That's the wrong terminal, man. I get a lot of terminals open. That's not that terminal. What terminal is it, Pedro? Damn it, I can't find it.
I don't know what you're looking for.
The terminal with the right stuff. How about this one? Fucking hell. No. God damn it. I have too many terminals open. Hey! There we go!
So you just wanted an empty terminal?
I had opened an empty terminal, but it was lost in the sea of terminals. I opened terminals like going out of style.
Oh, that's almost 10 gigs right there.
Yeah, 9.27. That's what it takes to run the show. Well, at least the video portion, the audio portion, takes like a gig running on Jackbox. But that's mainly because I have it set to just load everything into memory. Because it's on a 16 gig box that doesn't even have X on it. You know, like, all right. Yeah, the difference, on the Threadripper, the stock was 2133. Just, that's what the motherboard's like, yo, all right, that's what I'm going to set it at. I'm like, all right. Holy fuck, there's a difference between that and 3200.
Yeah.
That's noticeable. So I'm like, yeah, I get it. You know, that's why this one's running at 32. But I backed it all the way down just to double check, cover all my bases, and it was still being glitchy and weird.
And usually the XMP profile works unless you have 3600 megahertz RAM and you have a B350 Asus motherboard.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I have 3000 or 3200 RAM. It's just that Vengeance, that bog standard.
The Corsair Vengeance LPX that
just
it's
works,
basically
man.
yeah.
It just works. It's not fancy. It's not like super speed or anything, but you put it in with a Ryzen processor, it's going to work. It'll go to 3200. But I mean, if you're sitting down, you just be like, oh, if I can work the timings out. I'm like, man, that's a hobby. That's not a performance thing.
It is.
You just got to realize it. Because I know those feels. I know those feels. But I could admit, I'm like, I'm just looking for this. It's fucking fun. It's a game for me. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But don't go out. What I'm saying is, Pedro,
I want to be able to use.
You don't go out and be like, you got to do this though for the performance, man. I'm like, no, you don't.
No.
No.
For me personally, I want to be able to use the 3600 RAM that I bought, and I still haven't been able to push it anywhere north of 3466 or 3486 or whatever it is. And if I want it to be stable, it has to be 3200. So yeah, no, I'll take 3200 with a Ryzen 7 3700X on a B350 motherboard. It's fine. I'll take it.
An extra 4. Yeah, some people are like, well, you can eke out like an extra 3 or 4. That's not worth my time. Now, there was
4
a time.
FPS in Unigine engine is significant because that
right up
is
until the
hitting
point
the
you
GPU.
realize that there's no game fucking made on that.
Yeah,
There's
but that
Oil
is
Rush.
hitting the GPU
There's
as
oil.
hard
oh,
as
and
it
there's
can.
that robot game, that weird robot game. Remember that?
What were
Oh,
robot
Cradle.
game?
Yeah.
Cradle. Yeah.
Oh, Cradle. Yeah.
That juggernaut of storytelling. Man, that game was. way
It's like,
up
can
its
I
own
change
ass.
the controls on Cradle? No. Well, then you're getting one chair.
I don't know. It was a fucking adventure game, right? With like a big open world. Yeah.
Dude, what we need.
I've played Myst.
Did you see that AMD dropped the price by a couple $100 on their X Threadripper, the 64 core, 128 thread part?
What's it at now?
A slightly okay used car.
Can you just like give them
$1,500?
Can you just like give them the car and they'll give you the processor, or like how does that work?
Cores for cars.
Cars, yeah, cars, course for Christ, man, course for Christ. That's what they do. They will take your cores and give you a Chrysler.
Oh hell no, man! My brother adopted. That's nowhere near the cost of getting a kid, man.
Chrysler. That's what you get.
Cores for Chrysler.
Cores for Chrysler.
Then you're stuck with a PT Cruiser. Then you regret your decisions and other life choices that you made throughout the time.
What if you get one of those nice ones with like the Benz engine, or what was it? Yeah, I think.
No, that's PT Cruisers. That fucked up looking.
No, I know what a PT Cruiser
I'm
is.
talking about Chrysler Crossfire. I tried to find one that was in decent shape. I just wanted one that was a 6-speed. Yeah, it had a Merc engine because that was the one car that Chrysler and Mercedes, basically Mercedes, built it. And they're like, oh, that was really cool and weird. And Chrysler's like, we got to go back to making shit boxes. Yay, we're Chrysler.
Well, no, you get that Dodge Caravan. That's an alright people mover.
Yeah.
I mean, like, shit, man. Minivans get tricked out. You get all the shit.
Oh, I still want a if I ever find one at a reasonable price, is a Dodge Turbo, the Caravan 4-cylinder turbo.
4-cylinder. 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 4-cylinder
Because for about $100, you can make that thing to a 13-second quarter mile. Go to turbovan.net, man. There's like a they're just the 80s people carriers, and you can like legitimately put some like soft compound tires on them and take them to drag strips.
You know, it would be a great mod for one of those minivans. You know how they have like the flip down TV screens and shit?
Yeah.
If you could like do something like Screen Sheet, but have like each seat be its own like view for like split screen, that would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen, but like, you know, someone make that happen, right?
Now, be honest with me, Steve. When you first purchased that and you saw that, did you think that was a slick-looking ride?
Was that the inspiration for Homer's car?
That's pretty much the 70s with 4 wheels.
Yeah, the inspiration for Homer's car.
Now, everyone make sure that you don't copy Steve's home address from that packaging label. He didn't notice that the first time he posted it, but now, yeah, what are you gonna do?
Ooh.
Age Monkey, thank you for the follow.
Who told you? Quit pretending you can read.
No, we have like a really sophisticated like charades engine, and Pedro's just really good at charades.
That explains the accuracy.
Yes, 100%. Totally not made up bullshit.
Hang on, let's kick this thing over. Do I still have the... Yeah, we'll light up Discord. So, if anybody wants to hop in... This should theoretically go boop. There we go.
After show's end.
Someone needs to make that a ringtone. Just to like... Or like, they can blare it outside of malls so that youths don't hang around.
Hey, Jill.
Yeah, that's you.
Hello, hello.
Oh, it looks like Jordan's at the bottom.
Oh, well.
No, you look like your little animated Discord.
I'm a little animated Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey.
Exactly. My thoughts. Pedro.
Just need
She's a
to go
great
and
Okay,
put a
no,
bubble
yeah,
around
no,
it.
I finally got it. Again, I'm the idiot.
What? Oh, Jesus.
And now he's got the vent sensor.
What did Scott say?
I have
It's
no
got a
idea.
vent sensor
It's got a VIA sensor?
because your Discord avatar was on top of Jordan's face in the thing,
And now it's just
and now it's
cut
the
off.
atomic ass,
Oh.
and Ven is clipped off, and someone left.
I get it now.
No matter what, there's no winning move here.
Okay, I got it before Jordan. Not as big of an idiot as I thought.
I mean, I'm usually used to
Citation
getting...
required.
I have gotten Mike Wazowski on the show so many times that it just doesn't even... it doesn't register to me anymore, right? Like, yeah, no, my face is covered, whatever.
Dude, if we were having a contest to like do stupid shit live on air, I think it's a flat tie, man. I don't know if anyone's got the edge.
Look what I can do.
Right?
Basically, put a camera and a microphone on yourselves, kids. You'll learn that right quick.
That's what you got to do
Yeah.
when you're playing video games now. Like, this doesn't feel right. Here, at least let me open OBS up. Now it feels better.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I will say it's kind of fun to have that sort of couch experience where like you just got people hanging out with you.
It is, but the problem with that, a lot of times with me, I'm like, we should be recording this. This is good material.
Better than watching a colonoscopy.
It depends on the colonoscopy, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, not every colonoscopy is like equal, man.
I mean, honestly, the worst part about colonoscopies is the fast beforehand. I get hangry and stupid. So
then
And
if they leave
then
anything
you have
dangling
something
around.
shoved up your butt. Yeah.
I mean, I don't so much mind the butt thing, but
What do you think about a jet-powered automobile? See, what type of jet engine would you be doing to stack it like that? Because that for a turbine engine, that was designed by a fucking artist who didn't know a fuck all about engineering.
probably. Well, listen, it's the engineer's job to figure that shit out, right?
They laugh at that.
Like,
Go,
look
oh,
at
that's
this
how
and
you think
now
it works?
do
That's
this.
cute.
IRL.
Well, the intake, yes, it needs to face like a jet engine. Like, no, it doesn't.
Okay, question. How do
Okay.
people climb on?
Magic. Fuck you.
It loads from the rear, Pedro.
It
obviously.
says that in fine print right there where the letter should be. It just says magic. Fuck you.
I know there's that tendency for humans to just see faces and images. I see like a clownfish in that car. Like that's what it looks like.
do.
One of those
I
blob
see.
fishes. Yeah, like
The only problem that you're gonna like the same way with the turbine power.
no. The horizontal grill.
Like that car, the turbine jet, is the throttle lag. That's the biggest thing you can do. But that's with any turbine engine. A way to compensate for that lag, which is not there. I guess you could do it now with a little.
Yeah,
electric
you
motors.
hitting the throttle and the
Yeah.
fan actually spinning up.
Getting that response of like because they're all thrust. So that was actually a very, very interestingly engineered car. I mean, well made. Like if it wouldn't cost $1 bazillion.
Batmobile.
Do you ever imagine the just nightmare future it would be if we ever had like Jetson style flying cars? Like people can't drive in 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
God.
and then once you crash, it drops from out of the sky too. So whoever's on the ground is fucked. Like
It's like Fifth Element.
such a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll work once everything's automated and there's
Oh,
no way around it.
But that's the thing. We're seeing that with self-driving cars now. They work great. The problem is the human drivers.
Oh yeah.
And people aren't willing to give up. Like, I don't want this thing risking my life. Like, it won't, because that's the point. Is that
Yeah.
when all the drivers are automated, they're actively trying to not bump into each other.
You know what? That's gonna be neat. Then we need self-flying planes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that.
What do you need pilots for? Just
Commercial airline drones.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, what are the
Yeah,
pilots there
Boeing.
for at this point? Most of it's automated.
You're there for when things go sideways 100%. Then you go,
Yeah.
shit, where's my flight plan?
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, just have like, yeah, you could automate that.
I mean, there's basic things. I could imagine, like, if you're flying and you start to get, like, icing on your fucking wings. Like, I would know how to program around that, because then you're flying
I mean,
fucking field.
clearly, we just need to like scan William Shatner's brain and then give it to the artificial intelligence so that they know how to react when there's a gremlin on the wing.
Sure.
That's what we got to do.
But wasn't he constantly killing computers as Kirk?
James Tiberius Kirk is a ferocious killing machine.
Yeah, he doesn't stop until they're dead.
If he doesn't bang it, he kills it. It's very simple. Not jet-powered, turbine engine.
Boom.
Huh? I want a prop-driven car. Isn't that
Well,
right,
you-
Cyrus?
one that you gotta like, you have to have someone like spin the prop on the outside first.
Is that Canadian sirens?
That is Canadian sirens.
Something on fire?
I don't know. I live right by a police station and a fire station.
Oh.
and also an old folks home.
I bet your renter's insurance is reasonable.
Yeah.
Did they turn on the sirens to go across the road?
Yeah, I think it was something like $400 for the year. Like,
Oh, damn. That's really good.
yeah, right. Like, and I did like the lump sum, so I just paid it all in one go, and
That's good.
yeah, I'm set
Yeah.
for the year.
I mean, insuring just this room, this section of the fucking house, but on my homeowner's insurance, fucking stupid cheap. It was like, why am I not doing this? I need to do this. I was very happy with that. But can you imagine ever having to use that? Because you know the insurance company is going to fuck with you every, like...
Oh, right, and I went with one of the cheap insurance places, so you know how they make their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I have the video, pictures, and everything, and they're super like, well, this looks photoshopped. I'm like, no, that's a fucking Mona Lisa right there on the fucking wall.
How dare you not consider Nicolas Cage high art?
What? No, I had to disassemble the Model 3 and put it in there piece by piece. $20K in the room?
I need to pee.
No.
I'll be back.
Benjamin Franklin is totally there. We're friends. I have a time machine. It's in my closet. I'll show you it.
Like, it would be $20K in this room if I had to go out and just buy everything fucking new tomorrow. Yeah. Easy. You could burn that money, but, like, no, not cost down, dude. Probably like $5,000, maybe. But that's not what I'm insured for. I'm not insured for, like, oh, let's spend another 4 years of sniping shit off eBay.
Or police auctions.
Or police auctions. You get the insurance amount for, like, if I have to go out and buy everything tomorrow. Which isn't going to be tomorrow because they're going to drag that shit out. And you're like, well, come on, man. We didn't really mean it. Jordan, I can't lose you too, buddy.
Never. I'm gone, baby.
You got like
Out of
13 people in Discord, and you're the only person to talk.
Listen, man. I've been talking for like 4 hours.
Oh, I haven't.
You can take a break too.
No, I can't. I don't even think about it. It doesn't cross my mind. You have so much packet loss for some reason? Buy some better ether noodles. Or get off Wi-Fi. There's 2 options.
That too.
When do you look at packet loss? I look at packet loss if like my shit just straight up don't work.
I don't know. I deal with a lot of like software defined networking.
I'm
So
talking about
packet
around
loss
the
can
house.
mean yeah. I mean nowadays kind of also because anyways yeah, packet loss. It's like it's usually on the physical media end, unless there's like some weird routing stuff happening. Like if I suspect that like maybe I'm doing something that my crappy little like TP-Link router can't handle, like maybe I should like look into that. But yeah.
Nah. Discord's perfect, man. Absolutely perfect.
Man, Linux has been
Nick,
having a
your network is never fine. Alright.
Speaking of Left 4 Dead, right? Duh.
We get it,
We'll try
Scott.
a little no mercy.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. How bad does something have to get for you, like crack open a copy in iPerf or iPerf 3 or whatever it's at this week?
I think it's still 3. I mean, it's always good to know, like, if you're expecting like heavy network operation, what your bandwidth and like speed are actually looking like.
Right.
Usually, I'll just use it for like, hey, I'm just gonna pump a bunch of this shit through. Let's see what happens. But you know, there's also more sophisticated tests you can run that are application specific.
Yeah.
I
mean, I definitely cracked it open for Jackbox, like UDP, because that's what NetJack's running over, and just max these boxes. Just let it run. I'm like, do your thing.
Yeah, it's like running Prime or whatever. You just kind of want to see what's going on, right?
Yeah, it's not deep inspection or anything. It's like, his shit broke. It's a good step 1 outside of ping.
Well, so that's the thing. I block a lot of ICMP these days because like, why do I want people to ping shit? They shouldn't have to ping shit. There are better ways of doing it.
You do it internally?
Yeah.
Yeah, on internal networks, I don't ever like. I wouldn't be able to ping shit to make sure. Like, that's like, are you still on?
It's very annoying when factories do that, though, and you're trying to find out, for example, if there's a firewall issue getting between you and a server, or if it's a matter of the program not working or whatever, and they disable ping. It's like, "Arrgh."
Well, for me, ping is okay. Is whatever it's running like up? No. Okay. Can I SSH to it? No. Can I ping it? That's sort of my diagnostics ladder.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's the
ping
kinda
is
thing,
always
too.
the first salvo. I was like, is this thing on? Because that's just ingrained of like, ping it. It doesn't
Yeah.
respond to ping. It's probably down. All right, let's go fucking find out.
Well, that's the thing
Yeah.
though. Some things block ICMP, and like testing the actual thing it's hosting is usually better.
But that's kind of my methodology when I'm thinking like externally. If I'm hitting something else, yeah, like it's not gonna. But like on the LAN, if I can fucking ping it, it down. Pedro, chime in. Your thoughts?
I also
Good
keep
theory, I think.
I also keep firewalls on, so like I'm one of those weirdos who does that.
Yeah, no.
networking.
The only computers running here are mine, the NAS, and Nori's. So, yeah.
Pedro wasn't paying any attention. He has no idea what we're talking about.
No.
No.
Like I
No.
I was taking a piss earlier.
You were back by the time we
Oh,
were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about this stuff.
Well, I'm fully aware that he has. I was like, why do you think he was called on in class? It's like, not bad.
But yeah, it's super annoying when you're like, they disable pinging on like one machine, and that machine goes down, or something goes down, like some service on it goes down.
Well, this is an
And you try
easy
to ping it,
question to
and it's
ask.
okay, so there's a networking issue. or whatever.
Jordan, if you can't get a hold to a box, do you have to go check it or someone else?
Depends on what box.
The lunchbox.
Is it my lunchbox or someone else's lunchbox?
Depends. Is it a busy box?
Sometimes.
Uh-huh.
In my case, it's lunch.
Depends on the presence of pudding cup or cups.
Busy box running muzzle.
Man, I was thinking about that when I was driving home today, man. Holy, just one EMP. Like, I genuinely don't think society would manage 30 days without going straight to Mad Max without power.
You mean an effective EMP that actually did damage, right?
I'm talking like something like that flew over fucking Alaska and nuked all the
Something
telegram
that
and
flies
power systems.
everything.
So here's the thing. There's even the question of if you hit like one of like the big central routing backbones.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get like one or two of them, right? Like you could cause
Well,
some
in a-
chaos.
I'm talking about in a country with like a established connected power grid. North America, America's immune to this shit because that patchwork, you're not going to take the whole thing out unless like you
Super coordinated attack.
Exactly, because that's an illusion that there's a grid. But yeah, dude, I don't think society the thin veil of like, yes, we're all normal, like yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, you can be out there Mad Maxing it so
Well,
quick.
I know that's the last couple months have showed that.
I just like the fact that everyone assumes that they'll survive in Mad Max now. You're gonna die.
Oh,
you're
no,
gonna
dude.
die in the first wave.
Dude, yeah. And it's still RNG, man. I mean, you might get popped the second you walk outside. Somebody's like, I don't have time to wait for this. Or,
Yep. Or someone just like drives over you with a car. They're like, "This is the last oil I have left, and I'm gonna use it to murder some folks." Vroom,
murder
vroom.
oil. Vroom, vroom.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We are going to be playing some Left 4 Dead, but I got to get something to drink. So, yeah, solar flare, or like a pulsar. Wait, what a pulsar? What is it? Supernova. Fuck us up. That's like a flashlight of doom.
Beetlejuice. On the veg.
I mean,
Well, it's one of those.
Here's the reality.
Thing.
Earth would be
Not.
just fucking fine, baby. It's taken it before that again. I mean, it's had its entire outer crust blown the fuck off, and it's like,
I
What
mean,
else?
we are overdue for a mass extinction event. Just a little.
knock knock. Who's this? Yellowstone.
Let's see if you should
Cheery
think,
Saturday talk.
The moral of the story is no matter how bad you think it can get, it can always get worse.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's
So you
always
cut to the end of Doctor
a
Strangelove.
bigger fish.
I
mean-
it's always like hold my beer.
Scott, are you gonna be like the Slim Pickens dude? Are you gonna be like, yeah? I like to imagine you'd be that guy, but do you think you'd be that guy?
How the hell?
Oh, not want to drop nukes on people, no.
No, not drop nukes. Ride one down, like this kindly gentleman.
But
It's
wasn't
the
that
sheriff.
point, is that
It's the
Wasn't that the
sheriff
point
from
of
Blazing
Trevor?
Saddles, or not the sheriff, the railroad guy, Taggart.
Yeah.
wasn't that the point though that the nuke wouldn't drop down, so they try to bring it down to make sure they killed people?
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
gotta
seen
stop
this
worrying.
show, but
You've got to stop worrying and love the bomb, man. That is the moral of Doctor Strangelove. It's even in the title. How I
Yeah.
stopped worrying and learned to love the bomb.
also a really good UT mode as well. Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, you know,
With a mod that
with the Redeemers,
turned
yeah.
a Redeemers that you can ride, and then they made races you can go through. And then it ended up being the first person to go through wouldn't actually cross the finish line. They go down, pull out their gun, shoot the next person who spent like 20 minutes trying to navigate it, thinking, oh, you lose.
Already used my mic this time.
Might help.
So who's gonna be on our team? Who's our ringer?
Yeah, who's playing?
We got a lot of people in Discord.
Hi.
Hey, Rohit.
Hey, Jill.
Mhm.
Oh.
You can't hear my fan. It's right next to
Nah.
me.
Left for Brad too. Atomic Ass.
Is Rohit gonna be our fourth? He hasn't played yet.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm too drunk to play. That would be a
Pedro, on a scale from 1 to Linux Nuru, how drunk are you?
I'm about 7/8 of Linux Nuru.
Linux
Oh. No, that's mathematically uncertain.
It's
Seven, eight,
mathematically
six,
uncertain.
At this point.
Yeah, me no English, good bun. Now.
It's pathologically uncertain.
Yeah, but how about from a scale
makes
of
even
1
less
to
sense.
empty?
I don't know.
From a scale of
I'm
1
not
to
passing
empty,
out
how
in a
drunk?
ditch just yet, so.
The night is young, Pedro. Or I guess for you, the day is young. You have an entire day of drinking to do.
Yeah, no, the sun is rising, so yeah.
Yeah, better start drinking your own piss.
Oh,
Whoa!
Mad Max. Jesus.
No, Waterworld.
And Ben comes back
I
around.
still have beer. I don't need to drink my own piss, right?
Water.
I mean, either or, right?
Well, tell what you call it now.
LDS.
Hello, then.
Ben Mitz.
Why, hello there.
Was that your Ven impression?
Well, then, how are you doing today? What's your answer? It's rude to keep a person waiting. Then Stone, quote unquote.
I hate to admit this, but I thought Vince Stone was like a wrestling name.
Oh, he's totally a wrestler.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, just like running around in spandex, like body slamming other dudes all the time. You can't stop him.
It explains the
Yes.
cape.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
I think
Look
his
at-
wrestling costume's gonna be a tuxedo.
no, it's literally just an all black leotard with like a shirt, like a dress
Yeah, because it's stone.
shirt. No, because that's all Ben wears is like
Let's
dress
talk about
shirts and leotards.
Believe it.
with high heels.
Shirt and a tie.
It's like low key Frankenfurter.
Very, very low key.
So, how low? Crop top low?
Yeah.
I don't know, Ven. Do you rock the
SDL.
crop top? I got too much of a punch. I don't think I could rock the crop top.
I don't think he shows his belly.
What?
I don't think I'd have anything against a crop top, but that seems like
Oh, you.
why?
I mean,
Why? See, I knew you'd say that.
Because your abs are so hot, you need to cool them down.
Yeah.
Well, with all that gear around him, he better be hot. You're looking at, what, bare minimum 6 computers?
It's 4. Don't think so little of me.
I thought more of you.
Oh, you thought I needed 6.
He actually does need 6, but he's got to make do with 4.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where is Streamlabs chat? Are you guys just not type? Somebody type something in chat. Okay, it's loaded. Good.
Okay.
Super sweet.
Line.
I'm going to have to adjust that.
Of course, Linux Nuru does the D.
What?
Or not Linux Nuru, Jill.
Oh,
Jill giving us the D.
Wow.
Jill gives us the D. I am dyslexic today.
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
How did you mistake that for
That's
anything? Did you think that was a
I-
that got a hold of the wrong stuff?
I saw the Linux and I made a judgment call and it was the wrong one.
That's meism.
It was an executive
So,
decision.
How much have you been drinking?
Nothing.
Nothing, not today. Although no, not today.
Not today. Every
Hey, how
other
many
day,
Ds
but
is
not
that?
today.
I like how specific that is.
What bra size
no,
is
not
that?
today.
Not this hour.
Jill, what bra size
Maybe
is that?
yesterday, maybe tomorrow, but not today.
Pedro, you are the curator of Campagons.
We did Blood Harvest last time, right?
What I'm asking for is
No Mercy, I think.
where are we going to wreck the fuck mothering audience this week?
The bridge.
Okay.
The bridge.
No, last week was
No Mercy.
Oh,
No
take
Mercy.
the fuck box. Yeah, let's go the fuck box.
it
Bridge.
wasn't No Mercy, was it?
Almost
It was No
Yeah, it
Mercy.
was-
No Mercy was the last
It was
one.
No
we did
Mercy. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
were on the top of the
Oh
list.
yeah.
Yeah,
Blood Harvest
true.
was the one before that. Yeah.
Blued harvest.
So
I think Pedro's
we
going to be a
can
great
do
navigator this week.
the sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
Isn't that one short?
Yeah, that's the one where like that's the crossover with the Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 people.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, Bill sacrificed himself.
Isn't it only like 4 episodes though? Anyway.
What's that, Scott? Put it on hard? Okay.
Friendly fire? Okay.
Okay, we're going to start this off round 1. Chat Realm, if you want to participate, you know how to do it. To get to it, we will start off as Team LGC. We do need one for our team. Who wants to volunteer?
I think it was Rohit.
Here.
I can try to play.
I will play with a fucking
Rohit,
bot.
you
I
want
need an
bot,
answer.
Okay, I'll play. I'll join.
Yeah, come on.
Nice Rohit. Yay.
Oh, hitting all.
Join game.
Yes.
You're on campaign, not versus.
Yeah, you're on campaign.
Fine.
Leave the lobby.
There we go.
The lobby.
There we go.
Lobby?
Der lobby.
Wait, what?
What?
Hasta lobbies.
I still can't
Or
join the
something?
game for some
Because I
reason.
haven't created it yet.
Oh, fair enough.
Patience.
No! No patience. Patience for pussies.
Whoa.
Well, you need to be a patient pussy then. God damn it.
so
patient Australian pussy.
I need to mute that. We don't have. Oh, right. The game audio. Hang on. One moment.
Ooh.
I want to make sure everyone at home is going to get game audio.
Come on, there were 7 other people playing the game.
Hmm?
I could see in the menu and the little
Pedro, you
rolling
know
thing
how
there
this
were 7
goes,
other
bro. Bro, come on, I'm ready to play anytime.
there's
anytime.
Foxy.
There he goes. It takes him a minute. All right. So we are playing as the infected. Who's
I thought we were playing
the survivors.
No. Yeah.
what? Oh, we are. Fine.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Rohit, us. This is how it's gonna be
This is how we do it.
when you don't know
Shake
me
it.
anymore.
Oh,
All right. So that's set up. We are ready to wreck you.
Riggedy.
I
It's
like
your
it.
funeral.
Ralph.
I love how they all talk at once. It's cute.
I didn't talk.
I just groaned.
Okay, wreck it, Ralph.
It's time to
Yay!
Sacrifice.
Wreck it, Ralph.
Loading,
not the
loading, loading.
Come on, Left for Brad. You can do it.
See if you can find a server.
By the time you load, I'll have it
Loading,
downloaded
loading,
and installed
loading.
it.
There
All right.
Hey,
Where are we? What are we doing?
Cool.
my.
Where are the guns?
Whoa.
Where am I going?
architects.
Where am I off
let
to?
me see where the audio's
Yeah.
at.
Good thing we left all those people behind so we could escape.
If we stayed, no one would have escaped.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Oh, it's down there. Okay.
All right.
If I go, there will be trouble.
So much for wait on me, but okay.
Yeah, everyone took off.
I mean, I was waiting for you.
I mean, outside of Jordan,
See me.
I expect Pedro to just rip the fuck off. That's given.
To be fair, Rohit was the first one to fuck off. So
My
Pedro's
goal
like, there's
is
my excuse.
my goal is not
Pretty
losing.
much.
That's it.
Who wants
That's
to
all
be
I
the
care about.
suitcase?
How the hell can they see
I
me?
hear a jockey.
Can we go?
yes,
All right.
Spit.
and the
Ooh.
spitter.
Alright, someone watch out for that jockey. Oh!
Yeah, you watched it out.
Yeah. Listen, that's what I do. I'm jockey bait.
Hey, Kylan, no.
I got
Boom.
You're
Boom
late,
goes the
Kylanix.
dynamite.
Alright, we gotta take out that spitter.
Where's that?
I did.
Okay.
Alright, good. Good job.
Shit.
You know, bye guys. Peace out. See you later. It's great. No worries.
Aw.
Reloading!
I'm
Thank you, Rohit.
get chopped.
Have fun with that, Pedro.
Thank you.
Chop, making bodies drop.
I don't know where we were supposed to go.
I think we're supposed to go in
There's
there.
a jockey.
Another jockey.
There. That's the second time I've said you, Pedro. You're welcome.
No, that was Jordan.
It said Vin.
You're a boomer.
No, I
That was
guess not.
Jordan that you saved.
There are good snipers here.
Ooh, I like it.
Good snipers here?
You know,
Yeah, I grabbed one.
I'm just gonna go. We're sitting around
The
a fuck with it.
auto lane,
I don't-
as they used to be called in Counter-Strike stores.
Follow Ben.
Follow them.
You're a hunter.
I'm following Ben.
Oh, Hunter got me.
Bad crispy.
The charger knocked the hunter out?
Oh, get him.
Ah, god damn it. I keep getting jockeyed. I'm healing.
All right.
Watch my back, please.
Yes.
Which way are we supposed to go, Patrick? We don't have to collect shit.
Ah, damn it.
You're
Nah,
fine.
I
Leave them.
I thought.
Yeah,
All right,
we
yeah.
just go around.
Go on without
Yeah.
me. If I die tomorrow, I'll be alright. Because I believe that after I'm gone.
This is why there's singer and hashtags.
Yeah.
Yes.
Need heals.
I'm
There's a lot of that.
I need heals too.
There we go. That's how I'll get out.
Hunter,
25%?
I hear a hunter.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Get him.
Speaking of the hunter, thank you.
Oh, there's shotgun and incendiary ammo. I'm deploying the incendiary.
Oh, who the fuck
ghost.
was that charger?
Cool beans.
All right. There's also pills.
Charger.
Who's that charger? Who got stuck down there?
Getting close together.
Okay,
Like
who's
hearing
that?
that.
Yay, spitter.
Which one is
Shake your
together?
ass, but watch yourself. Oh, they got a spitter. Watch out.
And it's caught, apparently.
All right, so he's gonna try and place it. So let's try and spread out.
No!
Duck
Spread
and
out,
weave.
spread out. Put them apart.
I don't know if that was caught. That was a lousy spit, but okay.
I know.
Lousy spin.
The smoker got me.
There's more pills here.
Come on, come on, come on.
This all sucks.
Yes!
Oh,
The jockey got row hit. I'm dead.
Oh boy.
One down.
Where do I go?
Ow.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, damn it.
And they're good.
And the hunter got
Yep,
short.
oh, yeah.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Yes!
Go on, hold it.
Let's get some help with that.
Oh, chainsaw. Yes. Oh,
I'm gonna die.
Spitter,
Maybe
come
not.
on.
where's the
Yep.
spitter?
Oh, there we go.
Hey, how about we go forward? Fuck me off. Just
All right, fine.
Giving on me.
Going forward. I don't know where to go.
is it this way?
Past the window. Into the window.
Oh, here's some pills.
Holy fuck.
Oh shit! Give the pills to Ben.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I already took him.
I've never played this one before.
You fool! Oh, smoker got me. Smoker got me.
Whoever you are.
Nope.
Okay, time to trigger the crescendo.
Bum, 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 bum.
These forms
Star
aren't the
Wars?
hopeless.
Really? And there's a tag.
Out of
I got this.
Wow.
Got a scratch.
I got boomed. Hunter got me. I was trying to chainsaw the tank to death.
Come on, Scott.
I'm mildly irritating things.
Alright. Rohit!
Oh come on, game. Let me take him down with my little pew pew gun.
And there we go.
Alright, we just gotta do better than that. What's up?
228. Okay.
220. Alright, come on boys. This is where we clinch it. This has been the winning strat so far.
Yes, our winning strat is do what we did there. Everyone just split up.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Yes.
Running
100%.
around here.
Alright, where
Ooh.
who do we got? Who do we got?
Where are the guns and stuff?
Down here.
You don't get guns. Nope.
No, you just gotta do it yourself.
DIY.
Man, you guys tore up. Damn it.
Oh, here we go.
Ah.
Grab and make it.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Oh, I
What? What the hell, fried chicken?
Okay,
Grab your head,
so
make it.
apparently you can't swim.
This is
Next
restricted
Naru, make
area.
it on the.
Go
there.
fuck yourself, restricted area.
What's up?
Make it.
Scott?
Oh.
Now let's go.
I can hear a jockey somewhere.
Nah.
Oh, shoot your teammates. Where's the fun in that?
Whoa!
Damn it.
Alright, I got 2 of them.
Nice. Ah, row hits. Swing and a miss.
I'm surrounded. I'm
Why am I
dead.
missing you?
Oh, yeah.
And you're squirrely, Foxdog.
Jesus Christ, where do these fuckers come from?
Oh, you got him before I did. Boom.
Yeah, okay, take me down there. Yeah, good. Take me to where I
Take me
need
down
be.
to the
Thank you.
Paradise City with the crap.
Hi.
And the girls are zombies.
Come on, come on.
I'm changing
There we
this
go.
weapon. This is a piece of shit.
Yes.
Help!
Yes.
Don't just peel off, dude.
No, it's great.
I'm not.
Run.
Wait,
Run for your
where
life.
is everyone? Fuck.
There we go.
I got the
I don't know, Linux New just ran off.
Damn
back
it.
to the server.
What'd you expect him
I
to
didn't
do?
have the...
He's a panicky little fuck. That's all he knows how to do.
Where'd
In
he go?
trouble, he's gonna run.
Aw.
Come on, Linux.
Oh, I had...
It's survival mechanism. Leave him alone.
See if we can find some stuff in
Get
here.
good melees.
Okay, good shotgun.
Yep. Oh, god damn it.
Oh my god! What's that?
Ah. Time to be a lumberjack.
I like
Get away from the spitter.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm
Trying-
okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day. He cuts down trees, he wears high heels, suspenders, and a bra.
That's a good one.
Achievements in one night.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Lot.
I got this.
I wish
Stealing.
she was a girl, just like my dear
my
papa.
dear papa.
Okay. Heal up if you can.
Have we taken one of them down yet?
Not yet,
Nope.
but they're pretty.
Not
they're,
yet.
they're pretty beat up. Okay,
Oh, come on.
Okay, let's.
we got
I
100
have
more
full
points
health.
to go.
Wait.
Okay, we all know.
Help.
Just go after Linux Neuro. Take him down. And do the easy one.
Yep,
God
that's the
damn
plan.
it.
That's what I did.
Yay.
Going back.
He was right there, and I just smoked him.
Do we? Oh,
So
whoa.
separate
Hi.
from everyone
Okay.
else.
Okay.
What are you three fucking doing back there? Come
They're
on.
gonna die. That's what they're doing.
Oh
Keep
man.
going.
We got them split up nice, man.
Oh yeah, dude. It's no good.
Yeah.
It's bad news bears.
2-1-2. Just pick them both.
Yeah.
One
Fire
at a time.
ammo.
Oh man. Nice.
Boom.
Oh.
Ooh, yay.
The spare's on that roof there.
Hi. Damn it. Boo. That would have been nice. I would have talked some smack.
Come on, Scott. Alright, where we go? From here, this way.
Oh, the hunter here.
Let's go on without me. Be honest.
Save your
Yeah.
friends. Save your friends.
Save your friends. Yes.
Oh shit.
I'm not your
swing
friend,
and a
guys.
miss. Swing and a miss.
Oh, nice
Swing and a
try.
miss.
Nice try.
Oh.
Come on!
Ooh, this could be good. This could be nice. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, you're so close.
Oh, jockey.
Pull him away, Vin. Pull him away.
Yoink. Got one.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Yes. Boom.
Ah.
Just run, Scott. Go.
It's a Crescendo, you can't run.
Save your friends, Scott. Save your friends. They wouldn't leave you.
Ah, damn it.
I'm getting
But
blown.
the moral of the story is I have no friends.
Quit bragging.
Go. Come on. Keep pushing,
Oh,
Scott. Keep
go,
pushing.
Scott, go!
You got it,
Injury
Scott.
alert. Just go.
You got it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, shit.
Right him to the point I get you.
And the smoker got him. Alright.
What a pisser.
Oh, I was going to get to play the crush you did.
Doesn't that suck when that happens? You're just like,
To be fair, it's not that different.
Yeah,
Right.
too far behind.
all right.
Hey, I did the most damage, so fuck you.
I didn't realize it was something I had to hold the button down, otherwise I would have tossed a grenade. Although I died by smoker, so it wouldn't have mattered that much.
I would have at least blown up a few more zombies and get a bit.
I kept replacing my fucking pistol with the Uzi.
Are there any fun melee weapons? Why? No, why did you take away my axe? You fools!
No axe for you. You gotta take a bath.
Don't
Right,
ask
let's go.
stupid questions.
Let's go.
I just want a katana from.
Run, Pedro.
Run, Pedro.
I tried to
Run
get
the
Pedro up
Pedros.
front. If you can track Pedro, he knows where to go, so.
Oh.
Okay, that didn't work. Shit.
A bad
shit,
charge.
Shit. Run away. Damn it.
Sorry.
Where are we
that?
going?
Oh, who
Over
wasted?
the go! Yay.
Oh shit, we have to go this way.
Oh, what a lead!
That was a good round.
16 damage.
What a lead!
Problem is they never split up.
Oh.
That's because they are trying.
No, man, we're just a bunch of
It's at
tryhards.
least Alright, let's go.
Where the
The
fuck
thing
is
is,
this
I
bear?
don't. This is like the
Right
seventh time
Where?
I've played
Where?
this game.
Got it.
Molotov?
Got it.
Alright.
Fuck you.
Oh, damn!
Wow, that was good.
I hear.
How do I even ask for help without
who's that
everyone else
charger?
knowing I'm asking for help?
Oh, it's
Hi,
easy.
Scott.
That was Scott.
Alright.
Alright.
Do we go?
I hear a boomer. I hear a boomer.
You're chalky.
I
damn it.
hear
Boom. Play dead.
special
go.
infected. Yeah, both of them. Jordan,
Please.
Yeah.
Got it.
No,
you're like right there.
And
I know. The dual pistols do such terrible damage, though.
Oh, great.
go. Nice.
Great shot, Foxy.
No.
Ah, god damn it. Thank you.
God, it takes
Right.
forever for this thing to recharge.
Yeah.
That's part of the game.
Oh,
Smoker got me.
God.
I have more fun when I'm a zombie.
Well, they're targeting me, so you guys can go.
Sorry.
Ooh, shit. Okay.
Okay, that's
I
all
can
those
have more
zombies.
fun with this one.
Except for this dick behind me.
You mean Mr. Alert?
Fucking hell.
Jockey. Ben, please. Thank you.
Quit shooting. Cover my ass.
Oh, come on.
Dude, you guys need a heal.
Probably.
Oh, don't heal. You won't help.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I hate being a hunter.
Yeah. It's awesome.
You get, it requires you to have teamwork. Oh, big machine gun. You,
Yes.
you want that?
Nah, I'm good. Maybe I.
Oh, you want it, Jordan?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, take it.
Someone take it.
All right, I'll take it. Oh, damn you.
Oh, good burn, good burn.
Oh!
What a take on that.
God damn it, melee weapons.
Fetch.
Thank you.
And I finally died.
And they're not helping grow it in the slightest.
Just go.
Let's go here.
This is what I
Let's
get from
go,
this
monkey.
Pedro.
Come on, monkey. Come on,
Alright.
monkey.
Where am I going? Upstairs?
Yes.
You're going to hell.
Yeah,
And then
clearly.
out the window. The window that's
the window.
already
Yes,
broken.
yes,
There's a smoker
yes.
behind you.
Yeah,
Alarm!
And
Kill!
a hunter in the other room.
I know. I can't see because there's smoke everywhere. All right, go out this window. All right, I'm out the window. Ah,
There we go.
And the smoker, the hunter got you.
all right. Well, I did
157.
well, I did marginally better than you guys, so eat it.
So next time, I'm just gonna stick with everyone else.
No, Linux.
No,
Keep-
split up.
Continue being a detriment to your team.
See, that's the
Alright.
problem.
What do we
Oh,
got?
okay, who do we got? Who do we got?
And
Who's,
remember, the
who's
secret to
Pedro?
winning is lack of communication.
Ah, so
Yes.
then I'm gonna try and bait him, and then you try and get him.
I'm gonna get him told soap over
Foxy,
here,
I'm gonna
buddy.
stick with you. So wherever Foxy goes, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna.
all ready?
Don't follow me because I generally run off. So.
I'll be over
Okay, I'll stick with.
I'm gonna come up
these.
top. I'm gonna be like down here.
You're gonna be done. All right, yeah.
down here.
And I'm gonna try and ping one of them so when they.
Rohit, what's your plan?
Ambush them.
Whoa! Oh, God damn it! I swear. I was just minding my own business.
Boom! Good one.
All right.
Oh, no, I got that.
Damn it!
Okay, thanks.
Jesus. Shooting my teammate.
Oh,
Have fun with that, kids.
Spinner.
Oh, good minute.
There.
Sorry.
Someone help. That'll be help. Great.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
So she said.
That's not. Thank you for taking me where I need to go, but sure.
Well, you know what, Linux Nerd? I think that's a you problem.
Yeah.
Heal here.
Heal. Yep, healing.
God damn it!
Hi.
Oh!
Oh, thank you for taking me where I need to go.
Over here.
Yeah, where I'm getting smashed into the ground.
No, it's cool. It'll rub out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Stop this crazy thing!
Oh, come on, man.
Heal.
And get me off this
I
crazy
got nothing
thing!
to
They're
heal.
healing. Fuck them up.
Wait,
It was
I can't
beautiful
hear
too,
it.
because I just like was able to get right in front of Foxy and charge
And I'll
him.
heal you.
He's just like, what? Blah!
Let me up.
Let me out! Let me out!
Heal.
This is not a dance. I'm
Go.
begging for help. I'm screaming for help.
God
Please.
damn it!
Hunter right behind there.
The jockey on me.
Oh, spitter.
Get out of the spin.
Ooh.
Counter.
Remember, it's an advanced strat to stay huddled in a group.
Yes.
God. I used to having to shoot my
Oh,
gun.
hang on. What's that?
In the window.
In the window.
There we
window.
go.
God damn it. Ah, shit.
Oh.
Somebody tell me not to shoot my teammates.
All right, ready? Shoot the fuel. Shoot the petrol. Go.
Now,
Get out of
Get
there.
out of the way.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm on fire.
Good gun here. Gee. Up the stairs.
Everything's on
There's a
fire.
boomer in there.
Boomer.
Oh.
Axe, finally.
I don't know. Why are you standing there?
Pistol pills. Well, fuck it, I'll take the pills. I need pills. Okay. And Smoker's got me up here. Come on, quickly. Would be nice.
God damn it.
Out the window.
Oh.
Whoa.
Nope.
I did some
Guys,
damage.
help.
Which way do we go?
That was my participation.
Out the window?
What the hell?
Come on. All right, where do we go?
Out the window.
Which window?
Here.
Bad idea.
Damn it.
You wasted
Follow
that.
me.
Okay, okay, yep. Here we go.
Follow me, Lextero. Hurry.
All right. Who
Hurry.
do we got? Who we got? All right, Pedro.
They got this.
Yeah. You wanna do the thing?
Damn it.
Oh.
I did the thing.
I'm
Bitter.
about to engage dick
Pedro
move.
did a thing.
Okay, Boomer.
Where is that spitter?
Hi.
Oh, Smoker. Smoker.
Oh, shit.
Ah, damn it.
All right, come on, quick. All right, got him.
Ooh.
All right, let's go.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Through the card.
Damn it.
Everything's in black and white.
Oh, damn it.
Go.
Get back here.
Boom.
God.
How did I miss you?
It's really easy as the charger. It's hard. You gotta get like right up next to him before you charge.
Yeah.
That is
not
the
the rifle.
ultimate swing and a miss. Okay, we can have some fun with this guy.
Can't wait.
Why is everything in black and white?
Oh, no. Ah.
That means you've been
I'm
knocked down
down.
too many times.
Oh.
Yeah.
You get knocked down again, we can't get you back up. So
Get knocked down.
Jockey,
but I get
jockey.
up again.
Where?
Shit.
Where's the dog?
Boomer.
Hunter.
Okay, Boomer. Okay, now everything is black and white and blurry.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, I'm down.
Sorry, Pedro. I claimed him first.
That's fine.
That's a longer that time.
Right. Yeah, I saved
Yeah,
you.
you
Just
guys
run.
got further than we did.
Which way do we play?
Spinner's good.
This looks like
She only wins one thing. I need more. I need to drink more whiskey.
Okay, Rohit. You got this.
Just to get as much points as
you
possible.
got this. No pressure.
And I'm
Rohit.
down.
There you go.
All right,
All right.
man. I was just like,
Ugh.
Oh,
We
you
did
guys
good that round.
Yeah.
That went pretty good.
That's a longer that time.
all right, okay.
We're gonna
Yeah,
come back
Mr.
from
Legend did my that time. Well done.
I think that about evens us up, though. Wait, nope. That's the total score. All right. Oh, poopy. Oh, poopy. All right, so,
Get your health kits.
then do you want to wombo combo them?
I'm probably gonna get the last in line up here.
All right, I'm gonna
melee.
I'm gonna try and like get them early.
I definitely should be doing this. Drink.
Ready? Let's go.
Dumbass islands.
In here.
So the confusion.
Come on, Linux nerd.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Doggy.
No!
God damn
That was a good
Okay,
move.
Boomer. Can't see.
But all the zombies can't get to them though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Aw.
Thank you. Charger, charger, charger. Oh,
Nice. So do I?
no. Get off me.
Hell, oh god damn it!
Oh,
Follow
is this
me.
the one where we got to get the petrol?
Yep.
Oh, wait for me, guys. I'm nowhere near you guys.
All right.
All right. Fair enough.
Is this what
The jockey
COVID-19
somewhere.
does? Is it makes people into zombies or something? Or is this D5?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true to life,
Yes.
man. Valve is so
Okay.
far looking.
I guess I fall through that.
Oh, I am not a boomer anymore.
Is that a D5 thing?
Oh, is this the level before the? Fuck you,
Oh
dude.
shit!
Jockey over here. Come on. Ow.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, tank, tank, tank.
Damn it!
Yeah, right.
Oh, tank.
Single him down. Single him down. Just bail him.
Hunter, Hunter, Hunter.
Yes. Whoa.
God damn it!
Circle fire. Circle fire.
Damn it!
Circle tank. Keep firing on him.
God damn!
Tank.
Scott.
Right, just focus them down. Focus them down. One at a time. One at a time.
Ooh, watch for the car.
Fuck!
Ow. Oh, no.
Tank's down.
Okay.
He's
Finally.
down.
Jesus.
Ah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Heal
Not
up.
over yet. Charge it, charge it, charge
Oh
it.
my god!
Focus. Focus your heels
Oh,
on Linux.
jeez, I'm down.
I'm trying to. God damn it! Ah! Fuck!
Oh, I wasted that. Oh, wrong button.
Remember, right mouse button to get them off here is very helpful.
Yes, just beat them off.
Yep.
All of them.
Yes.
All of those comers.
Oh
Just
my
beat them.
fucking god! God damn it!
There we go.
This is impossible!
Get it up.
Heal yourself.
Heals if you can't need.
There's
Ooh.
blankets on the table there.
Ooh, yep, yep. Well done.
No, 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 no!
What the hell's
No,
equine?
no. No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no, 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 no,
I think
no!
we're supposed to do something with these lights.
Yeah, we've got
No,
another
Yeah, I
generator.
need to.
We're supposed to go.
Three
hell, get
generators.
I think there are multiple tanks in this level, though.
Ah.
So I think.
Yes, there are. And they spawned 3 at a time at one point.
Down here.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Oh Christ, this
They're
is
going that
not
way,
good.
okay. There's weapons? Oh,
Start it,
there's-
start it, start it, start it, start it!
Uh-huh.
Hurry!
As soon as I heard you behind me, I jumped.
Okay, one more over there.
Like,
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. I'm sticking with
Get
you.
out, get out of that next mirror and boom.
There we go.
I thought that was good stuff. Good green stuff.
Yeah, it is good stuff. Go stand on it.
Yep.
Good stuff. Tasty.
Freshens your breath.
Ah, help!
Thanks, fucking Mountain Dew, dude.
coming in.
It's high in
That's what I helped
vitamin
you.
F for fuck you.
I need bullets, big time. Ooh, boomer bar.
Oh, well, okay.
Someone get the boomer ball and
better
throw
in here. So, oh, god damn it. Okay.
I can't get away.
Oh yes. Oh
I
yes.
got mobbed.
Have fun, Jordan.
Okay.
I
Alright,
got
alright.
mobbed.
All right.
Oh shit! There's.
Alright.
Fuck! I.
Whoa. Tank again.
Damn it!
And I'm dead.
Why do they keep saying don't shoot me?
in a pussy way too. Nothing was on me or anything. Oh, the tank. Hello.
There we go.
You're alive.
Wait, what? Well, I got jockeyed and
Yeah. Tag
I
team.
got
Yeah.
over 3 of them, so.
Oh,
You got sweetie
too
bar.
bad. Not too bad.
all right.
Holy fuck. 2 of them? No, that's a charger. Never mind. Alright.
Me. Die, car. I hate you. Fuck this
Okay,
game.
we're gonna suck just about as much.
We just have
Game
to
is
suck
gonna be
marginally
so much
less.
easier if I were sober.
Marginally less. Alright.
Okay. Definitely playing this game next time sober.
Jockey.
You sober?
And a boomer.
That's an impossibility.
Next thing you know, you'll start like letting up on the rhetorical statements, man. That'll be a whole different year. What is that? Do I want that? Yeah, why not?
Adrenaline is good.
Let's
Where
go.
are you guys?
Oh, ooh, a sword.
Let's get to the lights.
Smoker. How did it?
God damn it. Quit running in front of people.
Whoa. Ah.
Damn.
Follow.
Boomer.
Again.
Yep, again.
I'm on it. I'm on it. And the charger got me.
That was a good charge.
Yes. Oh! Kill him!
They're in 2 pods. Focus on one of the 2.
Focus on the ones at the generator if you can.
Can't heal anymore.
Keep them away from the generators.
All it takes is one to take out the other guy, though.
Wait for everyone to be ready.
Oh,
God damn it.
There's a bunch of extra medkits here too.
Yep.
I'm dead. Rohit's dying.
alright. Yeah.
Oh,
Roke
we're
still.
fucked.
No, okay.
We're fucked.
Alright, so those 2 are taken care of. I can work on the.
Yep, you guys are gonna lose.
I mean, not finish, but because they can still be restored. But
Are they still alive? Who's still alive? Hurry up and die.
I'm still alive.
I'm dead.
I'm at
they're
246
down, not dead. I don't
health.
think.
Is that a lot?
Oh,
Alright,
Yeah.
keep away.
well, rip.
And
That's
that's the end of
it.
that.
Away. Oh,
Now you're
Go get
here we go.
chat
There we
roll.
go.
I just gotta lie back and think of England. Oh, no. We talked too much shit and then we got crit.
Yep.
That's the.
Wow. I knew that was gonna happen.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
Yay.
Well,
Team chat realm for the win.
don't worry. We still have more wins total. We just got to maintain that.
Yes.
One or 2 losses isn't that bad.
And when we're sober, you're gonna tell us you guys won anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much going to do it for tonight.
Yep. Drunken ramblings aside.
Yeah. We gotta get out of
Drunken
here.
ramblings included, actually.
Don't
when you
worry.
really
We'll be back next week. Take it. Take our vengeance out upon thee.
rip it out of their hives.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Rohit can be on the other team.
Yeah,
Yes,
and this time we'll get a sober Linux Nuru, huh? Yeah, that's gonna
Hey, guys,
that'll improve
guys.
things.
Yes.
Fill in blank question mark. All right, it'll be brilliant. Beautiful people. I want to thank everybody who showed up tonight. If you're watching us now or after the fact, everybody in Discord, we got Joe Linux Nuru, Mr. Foxdog, Mere PPC, Mr. Alert, Pennywise, Rohit, and Scott. You know him. You love him. Every one of you. It's a
Thanks for
little
liking me.
special. I didn't say that. Snowflake.
Alright, sorry.
I want to be a special snow flame. I want cocaine powers.
You are snow flames. You're hot water, baby. Scalding. Red, like a lobster. You're the lobster of Linux Gamecast.
No.
Much to the
best
envy
Zoidberg
of the
impression.
rest. Yes. All right, beautiful people. Dynafire. We'll see you next week. Pedro will be back Tuesday live for. Are you going back to Dark Souls? Or are you going to
Dark Souls, yes.
All right.
Sparkles.
Sunshine.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.
You are